Welcome to LoganRobo's channel, broadcasting live on twitch.tv/LoganRobo and on youtube.com/@LoganRobo. Tonight's game is Metaphor, ReFantazio. As our intrepid heroes struggle to defeat their own anxieties, remember, this is an example of the classic conflict of man versus self. So if you're experiencing anxiety, you just gonna take that from yourself? Don't let yourself win. Come on, yourself is probably more scared of you than you are of yourself. And remember, when you're fighting yourself, even if you lose, it's kind of because you won. Thanks for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo and youtube.com/@LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream. And we are live! How is everybody doing? I see that Crystal was here bright and early, doing a whole bunch of emotes and stuff, some of which are kind of cool looking. I even recognize one from that great romance anime, Love Chunibyo and Other Delusions. How you doing, Crystal? Queegaty says, howdy, got insanely lucky getting my power back on 30 minutes ago. Congratulations, so you're back! So, I mean, the downside is you're gonna know if deaths happen, and I won't be able to hide them from you. How you doing, Queen Katie? Oak says, hi, in all caps. Said, I think I'm close to finishing Deltarune Chapter 2. Nice. Are you going to do the alternate route as well? So that means if you could just get, like, far enough into... Oh, I don't know why I skipped through that. Far enough into Chapter 3 that you don't have to worry about me catching up, then you'd be able to come to the streams for it, right? Is that how the rules work? Quiggett said, considering that today seems to be mostly a dungeon plus possible death stream, I might just mostly be doing quotes today. And that's fine. I mean, I should, when we have streams like this, when I'm actually doing just combat stuff, it's not just combat stuff, I probably ought to come like prepared with topics, conversation, and things, but it probably won't be just combat, because here's the thing. I'm gonna load up and I'm gonna show you where we're at. So last time we left off, we were partway through this room with all these giant human ear things. I'm like, I'm gonna do most of this dungeon off stream. So I went through and I finished up this room, and after this room, there was like a mini boss, which is pretty easy, and I fought it, defeated it, but then it started going into cutscene stuff. Like, crap, this might be important, so I had to kill it right there. So I wasn't able to save after fighting the mini boss, so we gotta fight it all over again. It wasn't that difficult, so I don't think we'll have much of a problem. But yeah, we cleared out everything, collected all the treasure, got all the ears pierced and stuff. And yeah, we're gonna go fight a thing now. So it should be good times. Let's see, Crystal says, rah! I feel empty after watching the newest and last Alien stage. Alien stage, and then just panicky emotes. Okay, do you feel empty because, I can't believe it's over? Or was the ending empty feeling? I hope it was like very emotional. Now that it's all done, maybe it's the perfect time for me to start watching, because then I don't have to worry about waiting in between episodes. I can just binge the whole thing. Queegaty says, no, I haven't seen it yet. I still need too long. Queegaty, I thought, wasn't it you that was like so upset at Crystal for talking about Alien Stage that they can't talk about it? That's awful. That's horrible. It's evil. It's mean. Queegaty says, I would have done it ages ago, but power went out. Crystal says, you need to watch it. Queegaty says, DM me the link. All right, let's go to the Garden Reservoir Hall. Whatever's waiting for us in here is really powerful. Everyone ready? Yeah, let's go.
Very well.
It was just a two-headed lion. It's just a mini boss, like I said. We're ready then. Crystal says, hold up. Vero said, you talk like no one's gonna snitch on you. Oh, but I thought ahead. I don't know if you saw, Vero. I said to Queen Katie in the general chat on Discord that if someone claims that there was a death, that you don't believe it. The person's joking. That there just won't be deaths tonight. So snitching doesn't work if I give that warning beforehand, right? I think that's the rules. Oak says Vero. Crystal says Vero. I also just love that you were here like at the beginning of the stream. Look, Vero, I even left Grimlock up. That's where I was like recording that little video for it. Well, it's like slightly over. I had to move him over a little bit to be on screen there. So Grimlock, look, I can pretend like I'm kissing him. See? It looks like he's tiny now. If I stand like this, it looks like he's on my shoulder. Yeah. Vera says, Oak says, I beat Spampton Neo. Oh, so you did, because that was in the Snowgrave route. So you did both routes then with the ba-ba-ba?
Why is he doing the absolute cinema pose?
It's because that is what this stream is tonight. This stream it'll be absolute cinema. Thank you very much for the 10 bits. I actually didn't realize he was doing that. I just left his arms the way they were. Oh, I think his arms are forward. I think it's because he's leaning back, and so it looks like they're up in the air. But thank you for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Thank you guys all for being here, by the way. How are all of you? Crystal, Queen Katie, Oak, Vero. How are you guys doing today? I'm so happy to see you. I know that these dungeons might not be as exciting as the cutscenes, which I think is usually the opposite for most people when they play games. Huh?
Okay, I did not know there were multiple routes. Is there anything besides the pacifist/genocide stuff? What did I do? Boo.
Ah! Thank you so much for the 10 bits. Okay, so... Well, crap, now I'm second guessing myself which route Spampton Neo was on. Because there's... In the second one, there's the regular route, and then there's the Snowgrave route, which is basically the genocide route. And those are the only two in Chapter 2 that I know of, anyway. I don't know if there's more than that, or if there's going to be multiple routes in Chapter 3 as well. So, crap, it's been so long since I played that game. I say that a lot about games, but it often has been. But thank you so much for the 10 bits. All right. Oh, son, we got company. Seems like the guardian of this area. Though I don't think it's a melancholia crystal that he's guarding. What is that statue? I love this. It's like a really pixelated little dragon. Vero, you were just talking about how dragons are cool. See, this is like his nose. That's his eyeball. This is his mouth. And this is his like chin down here. So this is the back of his head. So we're like seeing him from the side going like that. And then the neck, and then more neck, and then more neck because with legs coming off of the neck. What is that statue? I sense something emanating from it, far more dangerous than a melancholia crystal.
Focus.
The details can wait. We must cut them down first.
Watch out!
Watch out, here they come. I'd say both of them, but I just realized there's also the snake tails. There's actually 3 of them. Okay, so as I said, this shouldn't be too terribly difficult. I did this off stream, but then had to cut it short, kill the game because it started going into what looked like a cutscene, and I didn't know if it was going to be important. So let's just murder this magnificent, probably endangered creature as well. If I remember correctly, we had fought one of these before, so we already know it's weak against ice and wind. So I've got ice and wind. So let's just do because that's heavy. Well, they're both heavy. This recovers MP. My MP is pretty full. This used a lot less MP. So I guess we'll use Blizzaton. Ice. Ew.
You hit their weakness.
Yay.
I can do
and you do the same.
Captain.
We can do Summon Fairy Modified, which is heavy ice damage to all enemies, high chance of inflicting frostbite at 44, or extreme magic wind damage to all enemies, ignore resistances. Well, extreme is better than heavy, and it's only 2 MP more. So yeah, we're gonna go with Emerald Vortex. That's just like her standby. That's what I have her do. Oh, no crap, it missed! It missed, that's not what you're supposed to do! Yufa, no, Yufa! That didn't happen the first time I fought this thing, huh?
I'm doing horrible today because I read it. I'm so sorry for the amount of backlogging you need to do eventually. Just a tiny spoiler to that is a lot of yelling at Optimus for being the way he is. I'm officially taking a break from him after the first issue of the Transformers, 2009.
That's why. That is, it's a controversial run of the comic, to say the least. I should give you, I need to talk to you more on Discord. I'm sorry I'm so far behind. You know what I need to do? Tonight after the stream, I do need to go and, I have to edit at least one more video tonight. I'm so behind on like editing and posting videos for TikTok and YouTube. So I need to edit at least one more and upload some stuff. And then after that, I should go onto Discord and stay up late tonight and just like respond to Transformer stuff because I am just too far behind on like any of it. And I have no excuse for any of that. And so yes, I should do that. But thank you very much for letting me know, Vero. And I am both glad and sorry for you that you are in the midst of that run. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do this. He's got his defense wave boosted, but when we get to Basilio, we'll have him deboost that stuff to make it a little bit easier.
Don't sacrifice sleep, and that will always be there. I don't want it to be a chore.
No, I need to sacrifice the sleep. I need to do it. I am behind. I am so far behind. Let's do Peerless Warcry here.
Don't be scared.
I'm so behind on everything. And it's my own darn fault. But I will get caught up. I will get caught up. Thank you very much, Vera, for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that very, very much. Let's see. I gotta read some more of the chat. Quick Katie is saying, Vero! Vera says, I love how everyone yells my name. If this happened IRL, I'd run out of the room. You know what it's like? Have any of you ever watched the old sitcom Cheers? There's a character, Norm, played by George Wendt, and he actually died just like a few weeks back. And I think he died like on the anniversary of the airing of the final episode of Cheers. But his whole thing is Cheers takes place in a bar, and Norm is the guy that everybody knows and loves. So whenever he walks in, he goes, evening, everybody, and they all shout, Norm! So that's what we're doing for Vero. We're all just shouting Vero, or sometimes puzzles. I don't know why people say that instead of Vero. Well, darn it, if you hadn't missed that one time, we probably would have been able to get a unscathed triumph, but not this time. Sad. Crystal says to Queen Katie sending, but oh my gosh, the way the animators colored move, bro. It's beautiful. Oak says, I've just been doing pacifist, but I might do genocide after I beat chapter 4. It's always hard to do those genocide runs because it's like everybody is so lovable. And then you have to kill them.
I'll use what I must.
And that's not nice to people, to kill them. Vera says, hey guys. Oak said, no, you mustn't. Quick said, like a cat.
Okay.
Or I guess like Logan's cat. Pepper. You gotta get out of the room. She never like runs out of the room. She like, what she does is as soon as I start being noisy, she like gets up, hops down. She usually gives like a big stretch because she was just comfortable and then just saunters out of the room. So it's not like she's scared of me. She's like, he's gonna be annoying. I'm out of here. Peace out. Vera says, mayhaps. Oak says, don't run out of the room. Yeah, you don't need to run out of the room. That would make me feel bad if I just suddenly see my friends running away from me. Okay, so we killed it. Now we're gonna get into that cutscene thing that was happening before. I gotta have a sip of water, though. One moment, please. Phew, that takes care of them.
And
So, what's this statue supposed to be? Looks like some kind of dragon. 'Tis a statue called the King's Servant. Legend has it that the king might awaken it with a swing of his scepter, whereupon it would rise to his defense. I feel like if you want to have a statue of a dragon that'll come to life and come to your defense, you probably would want it to be a bit scarier than this. This is a very derpy dragon. I love this dragon. I immediately want to protect this dragon, but I feel like I wouldn't be as scared of this dragon on the battlefield. Yet this is the first time I've seen it glow. 'Tis but a mere statue, so why?
hey,
Mere statue, she says, that thing's making me hair stand on end.
that's surely
The magla gushing out of the crystal before the statue is at a tremendous rate. It's like a torrent of magic. You mean to say the castle's cloak of magla, it all springs from this statue? Impossible. I've never known the palace to house any such font. Whatever it is, it's not doing us any favors. Let's break it down and fast.
Wait.
Well, hold. This statue is a piece of art, an heirloom instated in the royal palace for years. You cannot just shatter it like those foul crystals. I'd be more worried about saving the world than saving art if I was you. Heirloom or not, this thing's bad news. You hear that, chat? We're gonna destroy artifacts and art.
Yeah.
Then after that, we're gonna shut down art programs in schools and just tell them to smash things. Aye, it's clear that it's in a bizarre state. Can't just leave it alone. Will you do the honors, Mantis? I've always wanted to destroy my father's art. Yeah. Kapow! Oh, the entire thing vanishes. What the heck is this? What's going on? Fear not, I sense no danger. In fact, the magla appears to be fading. Hey. Hold, any of you hear that? Sounds like a voice coming from within the light.
Look.
You're right, I hear it too. It sounds like dot.
Okay, I just checked and apparently Spamton Neo is the final boss in Snowgrave and a bonus boss in Pacifist, so I'm still nice B. I was so worried I made a mistake and missed Pacifist Lamau. Boo.
No, I mean, you have to go out of your way to do the snow grave genocide, whatever you want to call it, route in that. Just like in regular Undertale, you it's not something you're gonna accidentally stumble into, I don't think. But thank you very much, Oak, for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that. So, crap, I said before, I'm gonna stop saying I do appreciate that, because who was it? Was it Vero that you said that whenever I say that, it always sounds like I don't appreciate that? Also, my computer's running a little bit slowly with these loading times, so I'm going to read some more in the chat here. Crystal says, the last MV of Alien Stage was devastatingly beautiful. But, I'll be back to that devastatingly beautiful 1 second, Crystal. Martira!
Hey!
Give your allegiance to Lord Luis. He's a manic resident. This is a fight for justice that we've staked our survival on.
Hey?
Our government's laws have done nothing to protect us. Might is right. You're with us or you're against us, and we'll bloody our fists if it means setting this right. What just happened?
What is it?
Boy, why was I so angry? Why was I so scared? And it felt like tearing someone to shreds was the only answer. No, you're right. It felt like, I don't know, like the only way to settle our differences was to smash their faces in. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that there's gonna be one of these dragon statues for like each major town. So this one is dispelling Martira. We're probably not gonna go in for Grand Trad. I'm guessing the palace itself will be for Grand Trad. So we'll have one for Martira, one for Brylehaven, one for Altabury. I don't know if we'll have one for Verga Island because they're already on our side. So maybe we'll like 3 of these we need to smash before we fight the final boss. It's Frank! Yeah, we're swallowed whole, swallowed by what anxiety can do to ye. Lucid local. Anxiety?
Is that right then?
Once anxiety gets the better of ye, you begin to see a villain who doesn't truly exist. You become convinced that you could only snuff out that villain, then all would be well. But the world isn't that simple, and now it seems they've restored some of our reason.
Listen to me.
Everyone listen now. Our country stands upon a threshold as it never has before. You see, so our characters in this are metaphors, metaphor ReFantazio, for anti-anxiety medication. I think that's what that is. If we let our fears dominate us, if we lack the courage to move forward, then we and our town shall fade into the woes of today and yesteryear. I know how terrifying it is to take that step. The road is dark, and you can hardly see what's in front of ye. But if we stop walking, that would be the end of us.
Hope has returned.
My one plea is this. Live by your own mind. If you believe in anything, let it be by your choice.
Cheers.
We do not fight alone. I wonder if we'll see this for everybody we've maxed out, if it'll be like throughout the dungeon, or if it's just for like people, major characters within towns, because he's like the governor there now. But yeah, Crystal, so it was devastatingly beautiful. I mean, in animation or just in like characters dying in tragic and sad ways. Oak said, I am deeply in love with the queen in Deltarune. She becomes a lot more likable, I think, as you go on in that chapter. Much more so than the king, I would say. Vera said, you get it, Oak. She's so fun. Oak said, I was so curious how they would follow up on Lancer and somehow I might legit like her more than him. Really? Really? Quickita said, I'm gonna do a few gaps on the archive first, then watch the MV and cry about it. Oak says, her capitalizing every word has enchanted me. Wait, did the queen do that before? Capitalize every word? I gotta go back and check. Crystal says, yay! What quotes we doing today? Quickita said, aiming to go from 230 to 260 today. Big guy, I know. And Crystal says, oh. Bumbo says, hi, Bumbo! How you doing? Said, I have done the final boss of that challenge. I actually did on last stream, and it was late in and didn't want to say it there. Also, I felt like one of the jobs classes I have is underrated damage. Wait. What are the bosses of that challenge? Wait, because we were talking about Deltarune, we were saying job classes. Crap, I'm so confused. Crap, Bumbo, job class, what were we talking about? There's gotta be something we were talking about, but thank you very much, Bumbo. I hope you had fun. I just am not quite sure what the challenge was. Was it the one that we just fought? I gotta say, Yufa's job, because probably the archetype job classes. Yufa is like getting really overpowered, and I kind of love it. Just now, that was Frank's voice, wasn't it?
Yes.
I thought I heard it as well, but he is in Martira, so how did his voice?
I dare say.
I don't think it was his voice, so much as his sentiments transmitting through the magla. As the source of magla is emotion, in a place like this, the place this thick with it. It's small wonder those emotions would come through as clear as one's voice.
I see.
I see. So the voices we heard near the staircase were Mantis's detractors. Well, if we dispel the anxiety, do we have more supporters in Martyra? Is that we have to get our numbers up in order to clear that staircase to fight Luis? But is the Magla clear? The strong emotions of those who support him forced their way past the anxiety to reach us here. Emotion strong enough to reach all the way here, eh? You'd better not let them down, Mantis. Oh, I'm glowing. I can feel the emotions of the people of Martyra. Yosh! Oh yeah, we're gonna go up. Oh, we went up a lot. See, that's what I was gonna do. We're probably gonna smash a couple more of those to clear. But I'm gonna guess at least 2 cities. I feel like Grand Trad might be last, like after we do a boss of this place. It'll probably be Zorba. So we're probably gonna see one of those for Brylehaven and Altabury. Those are my guesses. Hold on a moment. Does that mean that by destroying the statue, we're returning some sanity to the city's people?
I see.
Perhaps so. Then that means this is the source of the anomaly, robbing people of their rationality. If cooler heads prevail, more people may show up to support us. And that would mean, since this is the source of the Magla, the melancholization at the staircase would have dissipated, shouldn't it?
That sounds right.
It'd be worth checking. We should head back to the staircase. Wait, you're not gonna let me take control of myself, game? All right. Apparently I can't look around the room for items. This is sad. Crystal says, chat 2 pro tag and what was it, quote 234? If this new power is a sign, I'm drawing closer to life. You're not drawing closer to life, you're drawing closer to death. Persona 3 reload. There's like a lot of quotes I gotta scroll through in the chat right now. Oh, and I just noticed Jax! Jax is over on YouTube. Sorry, I haven't been checking YouTube because I thought you probably wouldn't be here because we might be doing story stuff. Oh, hang on, Jax. I'll say hi to you in just a second.
Win this for us!
You must succeed! I believe in you!
I could hear cries of support drowning out the jeering. Jack says, not a single other person here. I know it's just you. It's just you, but the metaphor streams don't attract as many people for some reason. I would have thought that it'd be like huge because it's like a Persona adjacent game, but nope. Jack says, I sure hope I didn't drop it in the middle of plot. I mean, it's kind of plot. It's not like spoiling that much. It's just kind of the mechanics of this dungeon plot. But I feel like plot could like appear at any moment. So Jax, as much as I'd love for you to be a bastion of viewership on YouTube, if you need to step away to avoid it, I totally understand. My numbers are not as important as you enjoying the game, you know. But thank you so much for being here. I can hear cries of support drowning out the jeering.
We stand with you!
I have faith in you. Stop, Luis, your highness! Oh, it's a whole staircase. So maybe we'll like periodically reach one of these, and every time we do, we gotta destroy one of those dragon statues. It's the same thing we heard by the statue. Listen to the voices of our supporters.
All right.
The melancholization has subsided. We can move forward once again. 'Tis something of a shock that the king's servant was the cause. Those statues have been in the palace since time immemorial.
Well.
So, the voices of your constituents. Thank you, Louise. So, the voices of your constituents aided you in overcoming the melancholization. I should have considered that possibility.
You!
Answer us, Louise. What have you done to the king's servants? You can arrive at your own conclusions by proving your strength. I see value in little else. Press on. The throne room is dull, and I yearn for entertainment. I feel like I haven't had a consistent voice for Luis this entire game. Luis's voice faded away.
Huh?
Is he really just sitting on the throne all by his lonesome? There's no low he won't sink. Yes, that is the worst low. I mean, all the genocide and murdering of people and lying to the public and setting people against each other, causing anxiety, trying to destroy the country, that's bad. But sitting on the throne by himself, oh, that is low. Oh, he'll see soon. We'll prove more than that.
Onward.
There are 4 of the king's servants in the royal palace. Let us destroy the remaining 3. Okay, so there's gonna be, 3 more. And put an end to this. So we'll probably do 2 more. That'll be, as I said, for Brylehaven and Altabury, and I bet, well, the 4th one will probably be hidden behind Zorba, and we'll have to murder him. Huh? What's wrong, Mantis? Is there something over there? I feel a strange sensation, as though someone else's memories are flooding my mind. Is it the prince? Are our brains merging some more? Huh? Something's happening. Oh, crap, yeah, I should read some more chat. I've been away for too long.
I'm
Stuff's
using the
happening.
Mogler power trying to get my sentiment across. To let you know that Persona fans are elitists
Your
and refuse to
Majesty,
play
I
other
must
endless
speak
games like
Since
SMT,
the
let alone
disappearance of His
metaphor,
Highness the Prince,
especially with
you
no
have left
romance.
the land's governance to Sanctifex.
Really?
Forden.
Hang on. Okay, I just got to make sure this wasn't auto-playing. I mean, I guess I can see kind of... You know what it kind of reminds me of? Like, after we did all the Danganronpa games, I'm like, I can't wait to play Master Detective Archives Rain-Code, because then we'll have, like, Danganronpa stuff again. And it felt like none of all the people that love Danganronpa so much... I mean, a couple of people came back for it, but, like, that was it. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just... But I think it's interesting the way that you put it, especially with no romance. I would have loved it if they put romance options in this game. I just feel like that's always a fun mechanic, and I struggle to think of any game that's made worse because of it. But I guess they just love their waifus, I suppose. That's sad though. But this game is a great game in my opinion. But thank you for using the Magla to send your sentiment to me, and thank you for the 10 bits as well. Let's see, Oak says, is this because I forgot to warn the little checker piece of Susie in chapter 1? Did that count as murder? You know, let's say yeah, it's because of that. No, because I remember when I was playing chapters 1 and 2, like I was trying to just go full on pacifist for my first time through as well. And I vaguely remember that there was something like that it's like, does that count as a death? So I think that might have been the same. I think that was just automatic. But no. You have to force the genocide. It doesn't just happen on accident. Krista with some emotes. Bubba says, ha! I gotta scroll through some quotes here. See? I gotta scroll really far. Oak says, heck yeah, quote 253. And then scroll. Lots of scrolling, that's all it is. It's just quotes. Quickita says, perfect, that'll do for now. Crystal says, yay. Bubba says, yay. And Crystal says, Logan, can you repeat that? Repeat what? What did I say? What did I say wrong? Vera says, I'm genuinely telling you to never feel obligated to catch up. Salute. I'm trying not to yap there too much since it's mostly live reaction IDW stuff, but I love doing that, and I feel bad because it also like I don't want to let you down. I want to get in there and I want to respond to everything. I've got a notepad file that I type out all the stuff, and I've already got like some stuff typed out, but I just got to do it. But I appreciate you saying that I shouldn't feel obligated. I don't feel obligated. I want to. Chris says, how do you read MV? Well, the problem is you had it in like lowercase. I thought you were saying the word my, and it was a typo the first time that you did that. It says move. I thought you said move instead of my. So it's MV. That's how I say it. MV. Music video, right? MV. Isn't that what it stands for? Crystal says, as in music video, Logan. See, there we go. See? I thought you typoed. I should have known better. Crystal wouldn't typo. King subject, Your Majesty, I must speak plain. Since the disappearance of His Highness the Prince, you have left the land's governance to Sanctifex Forden. Are we gonna see how that, like, he got sad because we were gone and he stopped being a good king?
I understand the weight of your grief. To lose not only your love, and now His Highness, but ever since Sanctism was established as the state religion, Forden has well overstepped his bounds. The man's audacity has grown intolerable. It hardly matters. Let Forden do as he pleases. In the end, nothing will truly make a difference.
There were 2 things I was worried about counting as a death. In chapter 1, when you still couldn't control Susie, they didn't tell you about warning enemies about her and she kills one of them. The other is that the Queen's fight forces you to battle, albeit with punch-out rules. Boo.
Ah! I mean, I think that's fine. I mean, to be honest, in Deltarune, and I could be wrong, but in chapters 1 and 2, as far as I'm aware, I don't think there's even really a difference between a neutral route and a pacifist route. If there is, then the difference probably doesn't come until later, or maybe was added. That's just as far as I know. I am not super knowledgeable. I am trying to go in as blind as possible, so I haven't been looking up information on the game, or especially not on chapters 3 and 4. But I think that's what it is. But thank you so much for the 10 bits, Oak. I appreciate that, and I hope that helped at least a little bit here. Also, I feel like instead of saying in the end, nothing will truly make a difference, you should have said, in the end, it doesn't even matter. One thing, I don't know why, it doesn't even matter how hard you try. You should have just gone through the whole song. Should have done that. Speaking of Linkin Park, by the way, Vero, I heard the worst news today. I heard the worst news ever. There's never in the history of anything ever been worse news than this. There are reports coming in that Paramount wants Michael Bay to come back and direct another live-action Transformers movie. That's worse than anything that has ever happened in history. That is the most terrible thing ever. I defy you to come up with anything that is worse than that if the reports are true. Huh?
What's wrong?
Oh, so did nobody else see this?
Something.
So he's getting his father's memories for some reason? Are memories inheritable? What's wrong? You look fixated on something. Yeah.
Did you see something?
It seems nobody else saw what I just saw.
Actually, just now.
Blah, 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 explain. I'm going crazy.
I saw nothing.
But all that sounds too specific to be an illusion.
Huh?
It's almost like that exchange happened
Genocide.
right here.
Oh, I thought there was going to be... Oh, crap, there was a poo at the end there. But thank you so much for the 10 bits. It just came a little bit late. Ah, it's so scary. Yes, the genocide run. I assume that that's what you're talking about, that you're not trying to come with something worse than Michael Bay directed Transformers, because my mind is going blank trying to think of anything else, and that's unrelated. That is surely not an example that you're providing of something worse. But thank you so much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. So what's she saying? It's almost like that exchange happened right here.
Perhaps.
Perhaps 'twas
a memory from your life as a prince restored to you.
Well, except that's after he was already gone. Like he was cursed.
No, this attendant mentioned the loss of His Highness, right? So he must have been gone already. It can't have been something he experienced.
Then perhaps it's from the memory of His Majesty
What the-
himself. This place is the heart of
It's
the
truly
royal
the
magic.
worst timeline
Maybe
exclamation
the
mark
king's
when
will
they actually
itself
confirmed
still
IT.
lingers.
They're also making Josh Cooley make a live action IDK if they're working together again or separate movies. I don't get why animated movies are looked down upon.
I don't get it either, and I saw another thing that supposedly the writer that they're bringing in for the Michael Bay movie, I can't remember the guy's name, but he's like someone who worked on the like the Hulu Animaniacs reboot, and so I need to check the name to see if it was like the one or two good cartoon episodes that I saw on that, or if it's mostly the bad stuff or whatever. And so I'm not confident, and like I'm hoping that this is maybe just Paramount like going into early pre-production ideas, trying to see what sticks, and that none of this is set in stone yet. But if you're gonna bring back Josh Cooley, why not just like do? Because like even though Transformers 1 wasn't super successful at the box office, it was very critically well received and everybody liked it. And so I feel like a second one might do better if you're able to say, hey, you know that movie that you didn't see in theaters but you saw later on streaming and you really liked it? Well, now we're doing another one of those. But thank you for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Oh, over on YouTube, Jax has some more to say, saying, my focus right now is mainly towards P5s. Hopefully any story goes through one ear and out the other. I hope so. Because, yeah, we are doing some story stuff. It seems like it's not getting, like, super deep into the story. It's stuff that probably wouldn't make a lot of sense. But I hope that it's just kind of bouncing off of you and not spoiling anything. Jack says, I've attracted a catchy by the mention of pancakes one could say are delicious. You know what? If I heard someone... Here's the thing. I mentioned before, my birthday's coming up in a week. Less than a week now. It's a week from yesterday. It's like 6 days, something like that, my birthday. And in my family, like if it's your birthday, you get to choose what to have for dinner. And I usually pick my favorite dinner meal, delicious pancakes. So I'm gonna tell all you guys about delicious pancakes for my birthday, and we'll see if Akechi pops in if he overhears. So well done, Jax. Then perhaps it's from the memory of His Majesty himself. This place is the heart of the royal magic. Maybe the late king's will itself still lingers.
Perhaps it was passed through the Magla, and the memories are meant for him alone, as the king's child.
Honestly, I accept that. I feel like we don't need to spend a lot of time figuring out the mechanics of magic for how this works. That is a perfect enough explanation for me.
If all this is true, then it goes to show His Majesty was a parent like any other. He thought he'd lost his son, and that grief became his undoing.
He should have done what I did. Put his son's remains in a jar and go live in a cave. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I turned out fine. Hey.
Maybe it's not about the king's memories, but his anxieties. You're seeing what his heaviest burdens were.
So we won't see any good memories. That's a relief. So protagonist doesn't have to worry about wandering in on like the king and queen getting it on. That may be true. I'm not sure. I'm just saying that may be true. That is good enough. That may be true.
That may be true.
Right. A king certainly does his kingdom a disservice by refusing to rule it. but Luis actively defiles it. And that's clearly the greater offense.
Plus, as established by Juna, he's sitting on the throne alone. What low will he not stoop to?
He's turned the royal palace into a den of monsters.
There's unknown dangers around every corner. Let's carry on, but stay vigilant.
Yeah, this seems like this probably was an important cutscene, so I guess it's a good thing I didn't keep going. I'm not super important, but I just worried how... Oh, at this rate, the king will never rest. Let's smash that statue and wake everyone up. Okay, let's first of all pop back down here and use the save point. Just so that if the game crashes, I don't have to sit through all that again. Quickity says, or sometimes RPG Maker MV. What does the MV in RPG Maker MV stand for, though? Is there a thing there? Okay, let's save our game. Vera says, oh crap, what's this Sagan? What's this Sagan? This Sagan? You mean the music that's playing? It's pretty cool, huh? It's doing the Esperanto stuff again. Said someone is cooking in the background. If anyone knows the track title, let me know. I was jamming to it when he got in here the other day.
Yep.
Oak says, lurk! Okay, well apparently I'm very close to finishing chapter 2, and there are no saves outside of the Dark World, so I will try to finish soon, but in the meantime I will have Logan quiet on my other monitor. How quiet? Do I need to yell, Oak? Do I need to yell, Oak? Oak, do I need to yell? Hang on, I want to do something. I want to go to Academia real quick because also while I was going around and finishing this room, the final two people, I believe it was Juna and Basilio, maxed out their royal archetypes. They're like special ones. And I thought I'd get like an achievement when that happened, but it didn't happen. So I wonder if maybe I have to talk to more and maybe there's like an extra thing I got to do to get, because like that felt like a landmark. What a cute cat. Look at his face. It's like he knows he's cute. I just got to do that every time I come in here.
Incredible.
Incredible that you could awaken not only the prince, but the power of all the royal archetypes besides. Well, seeing as you've come this far, I believe I can finally entrust this book to you. Oh, okay! Are we gonna find out why Logan is written in the book?
This right here.
It is entitled Chronicle of the End. It is not a chronicle of time, as you might expect, but rather an ancient, fearsome magic now lost. That said, I do not think the magic itself is evil. In fact, in your hands, it could be used to great purpose. Well, considering we know what the lore of this universe is, I assume that great magic is it's gonna be a gun. We're gonna have just a handgun. Loot! Chronicle of the End.
You make yourself at home.
Well, that's it? I'm not gonna like... I don't read it? Do I need to... Okay, hang on. Let's go to items. It was a key item, yeah? Is it at the bottom? No, these are costumes. Where's Chronicle of the End? Do I have to read it? Where is it? These are all like recipes and crap. There we go. Chronicle of the End, a book said to contain the truth about the destruction of the world. I can't read it? Well, this doesn't have a glowing dot. Can I... A magic formula apparently written by the king. It's entitled The Royal Magic. The True Seeker. Logan. I've been able to decipher more of that scroll, and I discovered that the parts written in the old world language aren't part of the spell at all. It simply lists a list of countless names. Okay, I think we've already seen this before, right? Kind of creepy if you ask me. Whose names are they anyway? I can't make heads or tails of all the seeker and royal magic business. Perhaps the royal magic isn't the kind of spell we assumed it is. What were the king's true desires? Right. I'm not confident in my ability to decipher any further meaning from it. When or if you recall anything, I would appreciate if you'd examine the scroll for me again. So what does that book do? Can we, like, read it here somewhere? Wait, Kat, were you... Yeah, were you sitting... I guess you... Okay, So still nothing happened. Okay.
You'll come again, won't you?
I hope that'll be important later. I don't know what to do with that book. Chronicle of the End. Good to know. Over on YouTube, Jack says, I sure hope this ace detective and celebrity doesn't become evil. Why would that happen, Jax? Over here on Twitch, let's see. Vera says, good luck. Salute. Bumbo says, hey, in all quotes. Quickita said, I forgot a code.
Hey, Longa, can I have $170,000?
No. I mean, you are allowed to have that much money. Yes, you can. Not from me. I don't have that much money. If I unloaded my savings and sold everything I own, I would not have that much money. So not you. You can have that, but not from me. Not from me. But think of the 10 bits, Oak. What do you need that money for? Kind of reminds me of one time I saw like a Final Fantasy VI statue that was for sale at San Diego Comic-Con. It was like huge. It was like this big, and it cost like $18,000 or something like that. It's crazy. All right, let's keep going. Open the door. Get on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur. Run up the stairs in this door. I need to kill some stuff. Let's see. Bubba says, what is that quote? I feel like I missed something that night. Wait, what is the quote? It says, so great living in the sewers. You can poop wherever you want. I mean, that's true. If you, wait, no, hang on. I said we're going to have less poop references and poop jokes in this stream than last time. So I cannot comment about that. Oh, we have a Magla Hollow. How nice. Even though I just barely saved. Just go in here so it's unlocked. Vera says, should have done an anxiety counter. Ain't any enemies in here. How about a break?
Very well.
Ooh, it's a Magla Hollow. Yes, let's take a brief rest in here. Quickita said, okay, but the quotes have been added to the archive. BRB gonna cry at whatever alien stage has for me. Let us know how it is. If it's as, how did Crystal describe it? Magnificently beautiful? Oak says, unlurk. Never mind, you can go back in the closet and save. So I will be finishing chapter 2 later. Welcome back. So I didn't need to be like loud and obnoxious. Oh, a pin message. Hang on. Pin message here on Twitch, written by Queen Katie, pinned by Vero, said, by the way, Logan, I have figured out something kind of cheeky about this list of names in the book. It's very funny if you think of it as the credits. So like so the book is like the credits of the game. Ooh, I kind of like that. That's kind of fun. Very meta. I mean, the whole game is very meta. Very meta for ReFantazio. Thank you very much for the pinned message there. Yes, so welcome back, Oak. I hope everything went swimmingly. Boba says, I was speaking about, oops, all supports Metopia at a post-game. Now that's, okay, that makes so much more sense.
Watch out.
Well, let me guess. We're gonna have more of those things spring up from the stairs. Careful, there's something dangerous on this floor, too.
Get away!
Just die already. We'd be better off without you. He defies Lord Louise. Know your place, elder disgusting abomination, you monster.
We're talking about Larry. The melancholization is as terrible as ever. I doubt we'll be able to get through this, get through easily.
What vexes you?
So your path has been blocked by anxiety once more. It appears you're quite the pariah indeed.
Come on now.
You're one to talk after manipulating the people of the city as you like. This melancholization is just another of your fallow tricks, isn't it?
What is it?
You would blame me? Then let me ask you a question. Did you not hear the people's genuine, anxiety-riddled feelings? What's your point? I'm Yu Narukami here, but not in my character portrait. Magla is formed from the anxiety and insecurities of the people. You would do well to think carefully about exactly what that means. Luis's voice faded away.
What do you mean?
For some reason, like, going through this mansion and him, like, being at the end, this is giving me flashbacks to Dio in JoJo. That's what Luis should be. Luis should be Dio. What's he on about? Is he trying to say that what's happening in the royal palace isn't something he planned himself? Don't take him at his word. For the moment, we should focus on eliminating this melancholization. I mean, I have mixed feelings about it not being, like, him doing it. I mean, I do feel like even after we beat him, there will probably be like another boss after that. My current guess is the boss will probably be like the former king's face in the sky. We'll have to like fight that, and that'll be like the manifestation, the embodiment of all anxieties and stuff. No doubt 'tis the king's servants at the root of it again. There should be 2 of them on this floor.
If that's the case.
If we can do something about those statues, we should be able to ascend that staircase. Let's be quick about it so we can restore the city to its senses.
Got a sec?
I sense 2 king's servants nearby. Let's find what is this here? Oh, it's just a wall. I thought it was like a clock or, I don't know, vending machine or something. Okay, so I got 2 directions to go. We can already see there's an item behind that room up there. So I guess we just choose one and go do that, and then we'll go to the other afterwards. So let's just pick this one. Oh, huh?
Hello, you all. Sir Beef Longer here. As you all know, last time I left my job up to communism, and you all want me to run for president, so this is my presidential rally. I'm certainly not drunk for this rally, so let us begin and discuss my policy changes.
I don't like this.
That's your policy? That's Beef Longa's policy position. That is Beef Longa's policy position. Well, I don't know about you. I feel moved. I feel moved to my very heart and soul. Well, thank you so much for the 50 bits, Oak. I appreciate that. I gotta read some more in the chat. Let me take a look over at YouTube again. Jack says, I read that. Says, I went into P4 also knowing that blank was a silly Billy behind the murderers, and I didn't know the experience would have certainly been better, but sometimes spoilers like that can't be helped. That is true. I went in unspoiled, however, Rukov guessed that very early on. And so, like, the possibility was always in the back of my head, and so I eventually kind of warmed up to it. But for a while, I thought there was one other person in Persona 4 I thought might have been the mastermind. It was Kashiwagi, the teacher who replaced Muraoka. I kind of wanted her to be the bad guy, but sadly, I was wrong about that. And then Jack says, hopefully my experience with P5 is tainted with that bit of information. Oh, wait, my experience with P5 is tainted with a bit of information about Akechi? Do you mean isn't? Is it? I think it's still a great game, even regardless. Because, like, that is something, I won't say specifically what it is for anyone who hasn't played it, but I clocked that early on, like really early on, and it didn't affect my experience negatively. So I think you're gonna be good.
What's with this place? The magla is so thick it feels like the inside of a human's body.
Door closed.
Okay, well, he was supposed to say, that's it. Have a good day, everyone. I hope you cast your vote for Biflonga. Whether you vote Democrat or Republican, I'm the candidate for both. So you will vote for me either way.
I love how that, like, the thank you for the 10 bits. I love how the took so long that I think the TTS was actually saying all that, but I'm guessing there's like a time limit on how long the TTS can take, and so it just kind of like, it was like fast forward speed. So thank you very much for the 10 bits, Oak. I appreciate that. Beef Longa. What happens if we write in a candidate, Beef? Huh, Beef? What happens? It seems as though we're trapped inside. Oi, the way out's blocked. Is this another trap? Well, it's just a magla crystal, is that all?
Hey.
Oh, just zombies. Zombies are nothing. Now we've got company. Guess the solution's clear enough, eh?
Look. That crystal seems to be drawing monsters from throughout the palace to it. Destroy the epicenter or there'll be no end to these things.
But then...
So what you're saying, Gallica, is this would be the perfect place to grind. But let's not prolong this. If we stay here too long, our lives will be at risk.
Hurry.
Then let's do what we must, quickly.
Oh, there's a timer. Oh, there is a timer. Okay, so... Ow.
Time for some food.
Marvelous.
So I just have to, like, destroy these things quickly? Ow. Stop hurting me. Oh, I'm on a time limit here.
I don't like this.
Oh, the time is still going. Okay, I'm assuming I'll be able to come back through here because I saw an item back there, but huh? Okay, I can't. Doesn't look like the door will open. Never mind, maybe I do have to collect the item.
It's no good. We have to do something about the crystals around here.
Oh, there's more? More crystals? No. Okay,
I see the enemy.
where are the other crystals at? Ow.
Forward. Good one.
Ow.
Charging in.
Yeah. Where's the other? Are there? Oh, wait, there's other rooms here. So each one of these probably has a crystal. So I'm glad I did just stay in that room then. So we just gotta do like 3 of these crystals. Ow! Crap! I gotta do healing. I'm dying.
What now?
I'm not good at this. Hulkenberg, heal me, lady. Give me some band-aids on my boo-boos.
Let's do it.
Okay, then we gotta do the other boy. You know what would be really helpful right now? If I had my, like, sword skateboard thing. I'm just gonna eat this. I'm gonna eat this. Ow. Just in case these items disappear.
Marvelous.
And let's go in here and do this. This should be the last one, yeah? There's so many of these guys following me. Hang on.
I see the enemy.
Yeah,
All right. How's that?
there. And you, ow!
Okay.
Are there more of these crystals? Or maybe I just have to kill the guys that are in here still. Let's check the map. That looks like it. Is it just one more guy? Maybe I have to kill every. Oh crap! There's stairs. Oh, there's stairs. I should not be wasting time on these items. Yeah, get out of the way. Excuse me.
I see the enemy.
Gotta destroy these things. There's probably gonna be one on the other side too. Ow! I gotta heal. Ow! Stop hurting me. Ow!
Hey, don't be...
I know. Okay. I'm bad at this. I will read some more of the chat in a minute, but this is actually requiring quite a bit of my attention.
Impressive.
There, okay. I got 3 minutes left. How many minutes? Oh. Take that. No. I'm gonna guess I can come back and get these items afterward, but I'll, if they're ones that are on the way, I'll grab them. Just in case. So I hope there's just one more. I'm like halfway through the time limit, so I feel like that means I'm doing fairly decent, yeah?
Right there. Come on.
It was 5 minutes at first, right? So yeah, we haven't even used up half of our time. Come on. Yeah. There, okay, yay! We did it! Yay! That was not stressful at all. Bloop. The surrounding melancholization seems to be fading. Let's see. Bubba says, if only we could do this IRL. Oak said, Deltarune is so peak. I remember chapter 1 being good, but I don't remember it being that good. The only thing that I didn't like as much about chapter 2 as chapter 1 is I missed Ralsei's sprite in chapter 1 with like the hat and like the shadow face. I just thought that was like really freaking adorable. I wish that they had kept that. Oak said, chapter 2 is amazing. Very excited for 3 and 4. Bubba said 3 and 4 are great. Oak says, and also at the current rate I'm going, I will probably finish chapter 4 by the time Logan gets to it. I mean, maybe, because I feel like we're approaching the end of this. We might finish this game in like a couple of weeks, huh?
My other policy ideas are entirely replace the word puzzle with Vero, eradicate the world's salmon population, do something. With the economy, settle all arguments with a friendly duel, put my neighbor Phil in a dungeon because I don't like him, and legalize drunk driving. I hope you all vote for me. Boobies for everyone.
Well, I mean, I'm with you on the Vero platform. I like eating salmon though. Can we keep like a population alive just to devour their flesh? Is that okay? I don't think we should legalize drunk driving though. I mean, I told you guys how that one time I was a witness to a drunk driving thing, and I got to testify in court against a drunk driver. I think there's a quote about it in the quote archive somewhere. It was fun. Somehow we made it through. Now it should be safe. Just the king's servant left to take care of then. It's right ahead, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yep, I can sense its presence. Let's hop to it. It'll probably have like a mini boss before it as well. But first, let's make sure that we collect all the items in this room. I see one here. And and where else? Looks like there's one in each room off to the side. And then we'll check upstairs on both sides. And then we'll have all the items. We'll go get that. And again, how are we doing time-wise? We're less than an hour, and I think we might actually be able to do it. We might be able to reach the end of this. I want to try and get to... I assume Zorba is going to be a boss. I don't know if we're actually going to fight Luis today or not. It might be one of those things where it'll be like, we'll reach Luis, and then it'll be like, come back on the last day of defeating this dungeon for a boss fight on the final day or something.
That might come in handy in a pinch.
And then there's one on the other side as well. So I don't know. We'll see. Let's try. We're gonna aim for it. Let's see. Oak says, even if I did though, I'd probably still come to the streams. I'd rather hang out here than be spoiler free. Well, I'm gonna root for you though to be able to do both, to be able to hang out and be spoiler free. So let's see. It's this way, yeah. And so I appreciate you. What, huh?
Why does everyone hate drunk driving? My buddy's name is Drunk, and he studied alongside SpongeBob to get his license. He tried so hard to be a model citizen, yet you're hating.
Yeah, I just don't think that anyone who graduates from Mrs. Puff's School of Driving should be allowed to drive.
Ready?
I don't trust anybody who's doing that. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that very much. Oh, there's Vero. That sounded like an Oak thing. I should know because there's no boo at the end. But thank you very much. Let's see, over on YouTube, Jack says, does that mean I shouldn't bother leveling Akechi if he'll just, again, I'm going to leave out stuff because the spoiler says, is it another Shinjiro situation? What I wish had happened is I even mentioned this when I was playing it. I would love to, if there was a game where you have a party member who's like obviously overpowered, and then like later on the game will become a boss you have to fight, and how difficult it is depends on how much you relied on that character. I think it's up to you, though. It is up to you and how you want to play and how you choose to do it. I think it's still worth having him in the party, but that's just me personally. And then Jack says, oh, but my character's out of party gain EXP anyway, thanks to confidant abilities. Man, this game strives at improving the formula. Really feels like this game was trying to reinvent the wheel in a way. But
With the exception with not Odo.
Wait, with the exception of Naoto? Hang on.
But that's where Beef Longa got his license. He's a wonderful driver, especially when his blood alcohol content is 93%.
Okay, we got to talk about that in a second here. Thank you both, Vero and Oak, for the 10 bits each, with the exception of Naoto. Wait, how is Naoto an exception? Is it because I didn't use her enough? No, I think I used her in Persona. I'm trying to remember who, like, my party was toward the end. I just thought it was funny that so many of the other characters would have special abilities like, oh, Vero with the pin message, Naoto is overpowered. That's what it is. Yes. But Naoto would never betray us. But I also love how, like, so many of the characters... Oh, Odumi, rated with a party 1! Vero or Crystal, would one of you be so kind as to do a quick shout out for Odumi? This will give me an opportunity to have a quick sip of water. Odumi, how was your stream? Oh, you're playing Minecraft. How's Minecraft going? Did you craft some mines?
I guess it's okay.
Looks like you're stuck.
I wanna take a photo of that.
No!
Okay, I guess I'm no longer stuck.
Oh, you just respawned at the beginning. I thought you were gonna die.
Yeah.
So how was your Minecraft stream? Oh crap, what was I saying? I'm saying about something about Persona 4. Oh yeah, everybody will have their little bonus attacks, like Chie will do her galactic punt, which is so overpowered as well. And Naoto, oh no, I think it's when Naoto crits. Just like pulls out a gun and just like bang, 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 and then kicks you in the face. It is brutal. But Odumi, you're just in time. We're gonna fight some kind of mini boss. Oh, Windiest Bark 165. Thank you so much for the follow. Oh yeah, because there's people coming with the raid. I'm not good at this. I should give you the rundown on the channel. Hi, Windiest Bark 165. My name is Logan. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. We're currently alternating between this game, Metaphor ReFantazio, and Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit. Next week, the schedule is going to be a bit different, though, because Thursday is my birthday, so I won't have a stream that day, and then the Friday is the 4th of July. So we're only going to have 2 streams that week, but then we'll get back to the schedule the next week. But thank you for the follow. I read every comment in chat. I just am always really, really far behind. Let me briefly scroll down to the bottom of the chat and see if, should I call you Windiest or should I call you Bark? Let's see, just wanted to see if you had written anything with that so I could respond to. Didn't look like you have. No pressure if you want to just kind of lurk silently. But if you do type something in, I will read it eventually. I'm always behind. But if you do have a preference on whether to be called Windiest or Bark, please do let me know. But Odumi, how was your stream? I hope Minecraft went really well. Okay, let's get in here. The King's Servant should be up ahead. Ready, everyone? Let's go! Yeah. I mean, I probably should go back and save, but who cares? Let's do this. Right, let's get moving. Let's kill whatever magnificent creature is gonna be in here guarding this statue that we gotta smash. Or pass if you're not attracted to the statue. It's entirely up to you. It's a Minotaur dude! We found it, the King's Servant. We'll make some headway once we break it, but we've got another guest to take care of first. At least they serve to mark our progress. Now 'tis only a matter of felling the Guardian. I'm sorry, I don't want to feel him. Actually, I do. I do want to feel him. Look at those muscles. Oh, and you have hair removed at just all the right places. I want to feel him. Right, let's get this over with.
Get ready.
Everyone brace yourself. It's coming at us.
Go.
Suits me. We'll make it regret that. In case you didn't know, Hulkenberg's gonna feel it.
That's it.
Okay, well, and Gallica immediately giving us extra turn on because Gallica, you're the best. I love you so much, fairy wife. Okay, have we fought one of these guys before?
Fireproof.
Weak against ice and, is that piercing? So that should be easy enough. So let's go forward. We're gonna plunder it just because I like the little plunder between friends.
Sorry.
I got a strength incense.
Treasure?
Wait, what was that? A new synthesis?
Let's work together.
Armageddon's Final Sire deals 999 damage to all enemies. Oh, it costs 99 MP. Okay, we had something like this in Persona, right? Where it would be like, but it would like leave you with only 1 hit point. So it's just, but I've got hundreds of MP. I wonder if it's limited to only 1 time. Oh, but it uses 4 turn icons as well. Okay, what is Wild Boar appear? Deals extreme physical pierce damage to one enemy, significantly decreases their attack for 3 turns. I mean, I guess that's pretty good, but we can probably just kill it regular first. Because we got Blizzaton. And that's only heavy, though.
Better be sure.
You know, let's go ahead and do the other one. Wild Boar. I don't know if we've seen Wild Boar before, so let's check it out.
Together then.
Let's see this animation.
Come on!
Come on! Well, that's it. I just slash it.
Even my
That was not really worth it. But at least it was a weakness, so we didn't use all of our icons. Summon Fairy Modified deals heavy magic ice damage to all enemies. High chance of inflicting frostbite. Do we have any other ice or just blizzard? So let's do Summon Fairy Modified. Jack Frost! Hee-ho! I should read some more in the chat while we're doing this here. Vera says... oh, that was a TTS message from before. Oak says, playing Deltarune keeps making me think about voices for the characters when I inevitably force Nora to play it. Oak, did you watch the VODs of my playthrough of Deltarune 1 and 2? I'm wondering if you saw like the voices that we tried to do for it. Oak said, because I want to steal all the voices, but also it's Nora's stream, so she gets some voices. I just want to do Lancer, Susie, Rules Card, and maybe the Queen. Vera said, I can imagine the voices already. Susie gotta be the hardest. Oak said, I'm just stealing Susie's voice because she's literally me. Boba said, don't worry, I think it'll be okay. Oh, Queen Katie says, okay, I'm back. What the heck, man? Alien stage. Help! I'm dead. My heart torn. Help! Why? So I take it that means it was good? Queen Katie, is that what all the help means? That it was good? And then Vero salutes. Over on YouTube, let's see. Where did I leave off? Jack says, I stuck with Chie, Yukiko, and Kanji after the bathhouse until the true final boss, so I never used Teddy or Naoto. I kept Chie in, even though I feel like a lot of her ice attacks were so underpowered by the end. So she wasn't as useful as most of the other people that we had, but I couldn't throw her away. It was Chie. It was Protag's wife. It was a bonding activity for a couple. Jack says, hee-ho moment, Jack Frost, the goat! Okay, remind myself, he's weak against ice and piercing. Do we have either of those things here? I don't think we do. Let's see, is he like resist against strike or something? No, he doesn't resist against strike. Let's at least do a wanton destruction, then when it comes back to Basilio, we'll be able to get a weakness here. So let's go ahead and do that.
Perhaps this, I'll use what I must.
Compilation video, but not their VODs. I plan to watch them as soon as I finish chapter 2, though. 3.
Mustn't settle falling back.
I forgot that I finally put that. Put that.
Boo in Esperanto.
Oh, is that? Wait, did you look it up? Oh, boo with a U is how you say boo in Esperanto. I'm part of me surprised they would have that word, but I guess of course they would just need a scary word. But thank you very much. I'd forgotten that I uploaded that video. We didn't have, I think, as many Deltarune clips, at least stuff that made sense for Deltarune. Some of the clips was there was one time where I think Selmers had me make up like an impromptu Garfield fanfic or something like that, and just goofy stuff that was unrelated to the game, but it was still fun. But thank you very much for the 10 bits there, Oak. Okay, it's only medium, but it does it 3 times, and we'll get an extra turn because he has a weakness. Let's try and see if we can kill kill bro on the first turn here. So that's heavy.
Is there another way?
But we still have the synthesis. It'll take up 2 icons.
Lend me your strength.
But extreme physical pierce damage, 1 enemy. We've already decreased his. But it's extreme. It is extreme. But that's also going to take a lot of Yufa MP, and we probably should start preserving it. And it uses up 2 turn icons. I wish I knew exactly the difference between heavy and extreme. Guess it'll only take 1. But also, I feel like if we do heavy like that, we don't get a benefit from weaknesses anymore. So let's do extreme physical, almighty damage to 1 enemy, damage boosted against human type monsters. He's not human type, but it's extreme, it's almighty. We're not gonna like gain an extra turn from weaknesses anyway, so let's go ahead and do that.
Here I go.
High chance of inflicting frostbite. Let's give it a try.
I shall put all on the line.
Sorry, I skipped Jack Frost.
Who should I beat up?
Okay, you can still do your wanton destruction. Wait, what's the other one? Systemic destruction deals extreme physical strike damage to 1 enemy. They're both the same, but this costs less. So I'll do that. Hey! Oh, I think we got an unscathed triumph! I think. Did we? Hey! Extra bonuses. See, I'm sometimes good at games. Boba says there are minor differences, but nothing with major differences between pacifist and neutral. Okay, so there are. Interesting. I didn't know that. Oak said the only thing I've looked up is how to get the secret bosses because I don't want to miss them. I think chat had to help me figure out how to get them, like telling me what to do things. Bubba said maybe. Oak said no, I'm trying to say genocide is worse than Michael Bay Transformers movies. What, really? Are you sure? Are you sure about that, Oak? Oak says, although suppose I haven't seen any of those, so I can't say for certain. Don't, because they're worse than genocide. I shouldn't say that. There's probably rules against like downplaying genocide. Okay, chat. And Twitch Bezos, if you're listening, genocide is bad. This channel does not support genocide. Hey, we got a Zibalba rod. Wasn't Zabalba, that was the name of the guy who owned Anakin Skywalker in Phantom Menace? Oh, we got so many leaves of light. I need to feed those to some people soon, before they reach 99 of those and start just disappearing.
Good.
Good, 'tis done.
Sam.
Finally, it's one mess after another. Was Louise responsible for that monster just now too? Sorry, that's slowly turning Australian. I need to get his voice back. 'Tis hard to imagine.
I mean, Bayverse is a genocide of the Transformers franchise if you ask me.
That is true. Here's the thing, like the first movie or maybe even two brought a lot of money and attention to the franchise. So you could argue that even if the movies weren't great, there was still that benefit. But I feel after a while, it just like ruined the reputation of the franchise. And it's just, it's so bad. There's such just bad movies in like every conceivable way. But thank you very much, Vera, for the 10 bits. I do appreciate it. I once tried to submit myself as like an extra in one of the movies, just because like it's Transformers, like before I realized how bad they were gonna be. But yeah, oh my gosh, they're bad movies. But thank you for the 10 bits, Vera.
'Tis hard to imagine Luis taking such pains to both capture monsters and bring them all the way here.
Maybe it's what became of all the animals and other life already in the palace. Wouldn't surprise me things being as they are.
Oh, wait.
Then the humans here. Oh yeah, crap. Were there people in the palace when this got sucked up into the sky? I didn't even think about that. Well, that's kind of horrifying.
Either Luis directly turned his soldiers into monsters, or he left them to rot in the Magla.
The Fiend. Oh crap, they all look the same. I was hoping maybe they'd be different squiggly designs. Is the design of this dragon, is this an SMT reference or something like that? Let's destroy the statues for now. Before anything else, we must bring the people back to their senses.
Just saying.
Let's bust this place up. Go on, Mantis.
Okay, we're gonna do it. Yeah. I know. Hit it with my sword. Boom, boom. Okay, 2 down, 2 to go, and we're only a little over an hour into the stream. I think we can do this. I think we can totally do this. That's 1 down.
Hey.
Technically 2, Gallica. Hey, I hear something again. It's the people talking. Okay, so we saw Martira. We're probably gonna go to Brylehaven. Who'd be like the character we would see in Brylehaven? Or maybe we'll go to Altar. I'm gonna guess we're gonna go to Brylehaven. I'm not sure. Which one of our followers was... Do we have any follower that was always hanging out in Brylehaven?
Now this is a voice more familiar.
It is?
But this is.
It sounds like... Oh, Yufa recognized. Maybe it's on Verga Island. Maybe it's a Denny. But everyone on Verga Island loves us already. Okay, it's going to take a while to load, I guess. So I'll read some more of the chat. Oak says, although I suppose I haven't seen it. Oh, I read that. Queen Gator said, anyway, did I miss anything while I cried at Alien Stage? No. No, nothing important has happened in this stream tonight, to be honest. Well, we're advancing the dungeon, but we're just chatting, we're just chilling, we're having fun with our friends here. Oak said, but I'm pretty sure. Queen Gator said, did the king show up or something? Oh yeah, we did have like a, we saw one of the king's memories of him being really sad that his son was gone. And people were like, you know, Forden is awful. And the king's like, I don't care, let Forden do whatever. I'm a bad king now. I'm just giving up, I'm giving up. Oak said to Queen Katie, no, but Logan's pants are on fire. Oh, crap. Better now. Thank you. Queen Katie says, oh boy. And Vera said, honestly, I'm not too mad about no TF1 sequel. I'm content about it. I feel, why are we doing live action? Why are we involving humans again? Why return to Michael Bay? And I'm worried about how long this is taking to load. I really hope the game isn't going to crash on me because oh, there we go. We are on Verga Island, but why? Again, they all love us there. We don't have, I mean, it's nice if we help them with their anxiety, but... Right? Oh, villagers, oh, residents of our home at Rhea. He who possesses the third eye should be able to see that the magla which stagnates the sky slowly fades. The same people who saved our village and my sister Euphrasia now fight again to save the entire kingdom.
Frankly.
However, the enemy is ruthless and powerful. Evil will secure the throne if we cannot muster more support for Mantis.
We haven't much time.
Oh, villagers, are you content in remaining silent? So it's not that they don't like us, it's just that they need to be more outspoken about their support. Mantis did not force change upon us, but he left this place. Before he left this place, he demonstrated through his actions that we have the power to do so ourselves.
Now's the time.
Now's the time to show the evidence that we have truly opened our eyes. They should all like take off their helmets to do that. It'd be great.
Just as I thought.
Logan, you are muted. Boo.
How long have I been muted? How long have I been muted? Did I accidentally bump it again? Was it when I was sipping water? Well, my bad. Let me read the last couple of comments again then. Bub was saying unless them doing it is something he regrets. Oak said to Vero, it's clearly because real human beings were designed to be piloting the robot suits. And I was saying maybe they should make a Mobile Suit Gundam movie but not have Michael Bay direct it. Sorry about that. I am not good at streaming. Over on YouTube, let's see. Jack says, her physical is great since God's Hand plus Power Charge, and I had an Ice Vow equipped to her, so her ice was all right enough. Also, Galactic Punt is insane. It is. Oh, I freaking loved that. It was so good, just the insta-kill on bad guys with that. Plus, it was just, like I said, she was Protag's wife. Said, and Dragon Hustle really helped in the Marie and Izanami bosses. It's cool to see how passionate you are towards Transformers, as it's not much, it's not as much prevalent as it once was, but I do agree they're not being much worse in this world than another Bay Transformers. They were so bad. They were so bad. Thing is, there's a lot of really good Transformers fiction out there, but it ends up getting overshadowed by the stuff that gets seen more, which is the Michael Bay stuff. But yeah, I just be glad that I don't like turn my computer around to face that direction, because I got shelves of them. I'm surrounded by them. I think, was it Clam who once said that that these shelves of Transformers will like dry up the ovaries of any girl within a certain number of miles radius of this room? Might be part of why I'm single. I'm not sure. I have no doubt of it. That was my brother's voice. Oh, Nichan!
Yeah.
It was definitely a Denny. You see, cheering who?
Okay, I need to ask what happens in Michael Bay movies to cause everyone to have such a visceral reaction? Like what makes them so bad?
Okay, so first of all, like the first movie was not as bad as the others, mainly because that Steven Spielberg as executive producer was kind of looming over Michael Bay's shoulder the whole time, keeping him on task. Okay, sorry, by the way, if you're lurking and wanting the game, we will get back to the game, but this is important to talk about, okay? So the first movie wasn't as bad from some of the stuff that you see later on, but it still was pretty bad. There are, a lot of the action is mindless, again, not too bad, but there's a lot of sex jokes. And this is like a franchise based on a children's toy. There's like an entire sequence in the first movie where Shia LaBeouf's parents think that he's jerking off in his bedroom. Like because of that, a friend of mine who brought his child to that movie had to have the sex talk when the kid was like pestering him about like what does that mean? What does that mean? What are they talking about? And so there was that. There are the really gross leering shots all over Megan Fox's body. It's like a very sexually charged movie. The second movie suffered from the writer's strike. Okay, so when the second movie was supposed to be being worked on, there was a big writer's strike, and it was supposed to halt production, and it was going to come out late. But Michael Bay's like, no. I'm not going to get behind in production. So what he decided he was going to do is he was going to write an outline of a script, because he was contractually prohibited by not being in the Writers Guild, and it would be like breach of union, yada, 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 to write the script. So he wrote an outline of a script, which was trash. It included two very racist caricatures of black people, robots, included jokes about one of the robots' literal nuts, like hanging from it, like just being nuts. Except they referred to them as the actual proper anatomical term. Did I mention the first movie also had Bumblebee literally peeing on a person, like urinating on a person?
I just had a visceral reaction to Logan saying jerking off. This is something I never thought would happen.
less. Okay. But, the thing is, they use the actual term for the word in the movie. So that was me censoring it for you. Should I have said goon instead? And then every movie after that just got worse and worse and worse. The plots made no sense. They all contradicted each other. They got dumber and dumber and dumber until by the time you reached the movies 5 and 6, where they got rid of the cast, they brought in Mark Wahlberg as the main guy. Like, nothing even made sense in it. I've described those final 2 movies, especially the very last one, as not even being movies. It's just a thing will start happening on screen with lots of movement and stuff, until it stops happening. Then another thing that'll happen. And there's no sense that one thing led to the next thing happening. It just happens until it stops. Something else happens until it stops. With the final movie,
Don't make me talk about the Romeo and Juliet lobby
oh my
plot
gosh.
of the TLK movie.
Okay, I will talk about it then. I will talk about it. Thank you very much for the 10 bits there. So I thought it was an Age of Extinction. Was it in the last one? I thought it was, anyway, one of the final 2 movies. There's a bit where Mark Wahlberg's daughter is dating a guy. And they make this whole point about how she's 17 and he's like in his 20s or something. And Mark Wahlberg is like, how dare you date my daughter? And the guy pulls out his wallet and pulls out a little business card sized thing that is a copy of like a Romeo and Juliet law from their state or whatever that shows that it's okay because like they started dating when he was underage and she was also, and now he's like old, something like that. And they didn't need to. All the writers had to do is say, hey, well, she's not 17, she's 18. She is legal, and then not, but they went out of their way to create a problem just so a guy could carry a card with the it's okay for him to date underage girls law in his wallet, which I feel like the existence of that card in his wallet is just as much, if not more of a red flag than the fact that he was interested in a 17-year-old girl who was played by probably a mid-20s or something actress. So there's that. For the very final movie, I remember I went to a convention that had a screening of it the week that it came out, because the convention was like the same week as the release of the movie. And so me and my buddy Robbie, who's also a big Transformers guy, we went to the screening of it. There's a whole bunch, like, it was just all Transformers super fans. It's like opening weekend, we're seeing the final movie of it. What encapsulated it the most was like the movie ended, and we all just felt empty. And we look, and the guy like sitting in front of us on the row in front had fallen asleep in the movie. And it's like somebody even took a picture of that and posted that online. It's like a diehard Transformers fan fell asleep during a Transformers fan-only screening of this movie. Like, basically a more concise way of describing it, like that, but that was the review of the movie. Just, this guy fell asleep during it. They are so bad. But I should probably stop talking about that. They are awful, awful movies.
This feels like distracting your teacher from teaching math by asking about their home life. Anyways, Logan, how was your home life?
I love my cat.
Boo.
Ah! But other than that, I mean, I wish I could come home to a wife. I mean, it's nice, like, you know, yesterday I come home and my cat's waiting for me, want to be petted and stuff. I wake up this morning, my cat's waiting for me, want to be petted. I wish I had a wife who'd be waiting for me to be petted. But it doesn't happen. Oh, and one other thing that I'll say about those Transformers movies, by the way, is that also they're just awful, awful, awful adaptations of the source material. Like, Michael Bay isn't even like trying to adapt source materials. Like, here's the story with robots. Okay, crap, we gotta name the robots. Just pick out some names of characters. Hey, I wanna have a French robot here. We got a name? Oh, Hot Rod? Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be really hard to say with a French accent. Have him say, Hot Rod. Yeah. It's good. Go with that. And, like, the characters bear no like, imagine if they made a Batman movie where, like, Batman is just some random guy, his parents are alive, he's not named Bruce Wayne, he's not, like, a billionaire or anything, he's just, like, an accountant or whatever, and has no resemblance to anything. But and doesn't even look like it. The suit that he wears looks nothing like Batman, doesn't have a bat insignia, but everyone just is calling him Batman, and they're saying, oh, this is totally a Batman movie. It's like, well, that's not, why? I hate it so much. I should get back to the game, but thank you very much for the 10 bits and for distracting me, I guess, from teaching Oak. It was definitely a Denny. Seems he's trying to convince everyone on the island to lend their support. Maybe I should, for a Just Chatting stream one of these days, I should do a PowerPoint presentation on why the Michael Bay movies are awful. So these too are strong feelings that traverse their way through the Magla. Our efforts have not been in vain, it seems.
Okay. The people we met along our journey are the greatest support. We've got to do them proud, Mantis.
I'm glowing. I can feel the emotions of the people of Etria. Yosh! Hey, 73!
I want to say...
The melancholization is eased a bit. Let us return to the staircase once more.
Right.
Right, something might have changed. Lead on. I think we collected all the items in that room, right? So we're probably good there. We should find that Magla Hollow. We should double back to that and save again.
Stop getting in the way.
Stay away from Lord Louise.
I wish you died. Don't give up.
Encouragement and condemnation are all jumbled together.
I can hear some cheering, but we haven't done enough yet to overcome the melancholia.
There should be one more king's servant on this floor. I imagine that's what's causing this nightmare.
If so,
then we'll destroy the other one without delay. We must return the people of the city back to normal.
Perhaps.
Okay. If we destroy the other king's servant, the melancholia should disperse. Let's hurry. I gotta save first. Goyle, let's head in here. And at some point, I'm gonna need to use some of my 90-something Magla pills to cure. Oh, and I also gotta feed some people some loaves of light. Because we got a bunch of those. Make a record. Save. Let's see. Oak says, Vero, it's clearly because oh, I'd read that. Bumbo says, there's a spot to save after the cyber world, I think. Talking about, sorry, you're talking about Deltarune. There's a Transformers thing called Cyber World. I was confused there. I thought we were still talking Transformers, even though that was the past. And the Vera says, outside of Transformers, yes, see, there we go. Said, headmasters are the bane of my existence. I like some headmasters. I think you have had a negative first impression of headmasters by watching Rebirth as your introduction to them. Queen Katie said, I'd so love it if the final hit versus Luis in this game was simply a gun. Yeah, just like we open that book and a gun manifests, we just blow his brains out. We're like, oh crap, I didn't know it would do that. I thought it was gonna like cast a spell. Oh, that's awful. Queen Gator said, oh, that was a pin message earlier, and says, because that's what credits are, just a list of names. And Oak says, pretty please longer, I need for unnecessary and overly expensive music gear. But I don't have that kind of money. Like I said, you're allowed to get that money if you want. Oh, wow. Oh, this place is huge. Oh, I bet this is gonna be a maze. That's probably what this is. So the other one was like a time trial. This one's a maze.
Hail!
This way, everyone, look at this. Oh, what is that thing over there? Looks like a big monster or something? Or maybe there's a bunch of monsters. Oh, no, it is. It's like a big ogre guy with like a club with spikes. That was the ogre that we fought at the top of the one tower before Dragon. The king's servant is beyond that door. We should continue in that direction. Oh, so we got like a bunch of mini bosses. But if they're just like hanging around, we should be able to run past them if I don't feel like fighting. I agree. There can be no doubt if my sense rings true.
That's easy enough to understand. If we head straight for the other side, we won't get lost.
But there is something bothering me. The Magla in this area is somehow twisted. Almost like...
It's similar to the maze in the Dragon Temple, right? I've sensed it too.
Oh crap, we gotta follow a specific path? This is like Queen Katie said, like this dungeon is like, it's like reruns of all of our favorite old stuff. So what was the time trial for? That was, I think we did that in the Coliseum. I can't remember doing that in an actual dungeon where we had to kill things under a certain amount of time.
The one where the mist led us astray.
I am uncertain of the exact similarities, so we have naught to do but attempt to move forward.
So it might be that maybe it'll do that until we, like, dispel the statue, and then we'll be able to look around here. Okay, so we gotta look, is there...
Yep, we're safe here.
So we gotta use our fairy vision. Is there something on the roof? Okay, there's no... Last time there was like a path on the roof we had to follow. Let's just try walking forward a bit, because I saw there was like a little balcony here with an item. So let's... No. Maybe we just have to like wait until we see mist suddenly appear, and then like turn back if it starts to get misty?
Everything's pretty standard.
Can I see what level these things are?
Yep, we're safe here.
Okay, so let's just... What is our clue? There's a door there.
Something we can do here.
Oh, but that one has a swirly thing on it, so maybe swirly doors are bad? I am very confused by this. Okay, well let's try going through this door and see what happens. Yeah, maybe swirly doors are bad. Oh, no, okay, maybe swirly doors are good?
Huh? Did something just happen?
Hey.
Oh, what's wrong? Come on, slow coach. Let's move on.
Huh. We went through the door, yet it looks like we're right back where we started.
Oh, but there was an item in there. Wait, no, this isn't right. Oh, we came out of there. Okay. So maybe we just can't go through doors until we destroy that?
Sounds crazy. But
oh, okay, so that... Oh, they're connected! So going through that door, we'll go through there. Okay, that's got to be what it is. So I probably need to eliminate the statue first. And then after that, I'll be able to actually go in the doors. And...
That's all of them.
Yeah.
We're safe for the
I am
time.
for right now... actually, no, because we might go into like actual boss fights. I was gonna say I was gonna switch over to the one of the mage lineage things so that we could replenish MP while we're fighting. Okay, so what level is this guy?
Something's around here.
Okay, and that door and that. Wow! Oh, what? What's that? What's that? What's that? What is that thing?
No choice but to cut.
Ow! Wow!
I must do this! You're a beast!
Okay, that looks scary, but apparently it's low level because we killed it. Oh, and I gotta consume those heroes' loaves of light. I gotta do this before I run out of them. How many do I have? I got 70. Oh, we got 72. That's fine. We got a little ways up. Okay, so maybe that means
Hey,
if I stand between those doors for too long. Wait, what? Hang on. If I go through there, that'll teleport me to the other side of that wall, and I'll get items there. Hey, now I'm thinking with portals. Hey, buddy.
don't think we can avoid a
see the
fight
enemy.
here.
Can I just kill you? I can.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, this is requiring me to actually think.
Treasure nearby.
Yes, collect the treasure, and then, yeah, we gotta be able to go through that door. And that's the secret. It's all about, like, weird teleportation crap. Let's get this treasure. Okay, this is gonna be a mimic, isn't it? It's gonna be a mimic. I can tell. I was right, it's gonna be a mimic. I gotta read some more in the chat, because I'm probably getting behind again. Let's see. Tony says, yo, Logan, how goes the metaphoring? Edited the pod all of today. Laughed when I found out your monologue when I had to run to the washroom. Thank you, Tony. I wanted to make sure that I didn't tell you about it when you get back. I hope you enjoyed it. I kind of screwed up and did a whole, like, stumbled on my words, take two. That was my cue to your editing to hopefully edit out my fumbled befuddlement. But how you doing, Tony? Vero, would you be so kind as to do a quick shout out for Tony? I don't know how far behind I'm in the chat. Are you still here, Tony? But yeah, I mentioned last time that Tony invited me to record a podcast episode with him day before yesterday, and it should be going up on Monday, I believe. So let's see if we can get a clip for you here, Tony. Oh, let me click out it so I'll be able to watch it as well.
I know.
Yeah. If anything, I'm in the minority.
I'm getting thirsty.
Oh shit!
No, you're not.
Oh shit! Oh hell! Oh Lord hell!
Yeah, I don't know how far behind I am in the chat, Tony, so I hope you're still here. But thank you so much. Okay, when we check these guys.
Guess it's our time.
Oh, there's another clip that's going on. I'll just do some fighting while that's happening. Oh crap! It resists. I wasn't even paying attention.
I won't hold back!
The fucking timing on that, dude. the timing!
You hit their weakness!
Oh, mellow.
There we go! Opening, Captain! Vishnu!
Oh, there we go. Okay, are we sorry, I was trying to, like, pay attention to this. I think we're back for the clip. But again, Tony, thank you so much. And I hope that the podcast episode goes over well and that people like it. But, oh, hang on, what do I want to do? Wanton destruction? Yeah, do wanton destruction on this thing. Probably resistant against it, but that's enough to kill it. Quickity said, can the mods, if they're able to, pin my thoughts about the book name, please? Vera said, mod here. Quickity said, heck yeah, salute. And Tony said, Dio! I can't tell if you're excited or if you're typing in all caps because that's like the proper way to say his name. Oak said, I'm so excited to see Logan on a podcast. Well, you won't see me on it. You'll hear me on it. I've been on podcasts before and things like that. Yeah, I need to feed these leaves of light to someone. Hang on. They're starting to fill up my my inventory. Lance of the Old God. That's probably nice. It sounds fancy. Just a second, we gotta eat some leaves. Cause yeah, we got like 78 of these. Let's go. I think Heisme has some archetypes that aren't maxed out yet. So let's just do that. Let's pick one of these, like the Dragoon or the Commander, the Tiger. Let's do the Dragoon. Let's just give a few. Here, get it back down to about like 70 or so.
I retained my edge.
Hey, good for you. And there. Oh, the poll has just appeared on Twitch. Hang on. This is a paid poll. Said, which doggy is the better doggy? Basilivio or Fidelio? Shame on Oak. Logan kicks squirrels. I'm gonna say shame on Oak. Shame on Oak. But go ahead and pick one of those dogs. Over on YouTube, let's see what's going on here. Jack says, yep, your heart out, Logan. We love it. I hope you guys didn't mind all that Transformers talk earlier. So thank you. And then Jack says, someone tell me how Sai and Makoto are sisters. They literally look nothing alike. Maybe their dad had an affair. Cheated on their mom. Maybe he was a horrible person. We never met him. We're only hearing their admittedly biased depictions of him. Said, eye color different, hair color different. Am I missing something? And then Jack says, Logan, I would unironically watch and love Just Chatting stream where you yap about whatever would make for great background noise and chatting in chat. Maybe I should do that. I should prepare a TED Talk PowerPoint presentation for a Just Chatting one of these days. And I don't know, we'll see. I might do that. I'm threatening you guys with a good question mark time?
Forward, come on!
Okay, so where are we? We need to double back. Oh, there's an item down that hallway. So we'll go back, get that item that apparently I missed, and so that's over here. And then if we go through this door, that should teleport us to the other side of that wall. Oh, and then I bet this'll... no, but how do we get that treasure chest there? We gotta find a way to teleport there? I'm guessing after we smash the statue that maybe some of these doors will just become regular doors, and then we'll be able to get our way around here. So let's try that. Let's get that item. Let's, I assume, teleport using that door. And then continue on our merry, jolly way. Now, Magla Candelabra. Or as Edgeworth says, Candelabrum. Let's see, you gotta read some more. Bubble says, anxiety is superpowers. Great! I mean, they kind of are in this game universe here. I think that's how it's established. Here are some question marks. Oak said nothing beats a speedy beef, and then Oak with a clip here. Okay, so if anyone's lurking, I don't know if we have many lurkers tonight, to be honest, because as I said, the Metaphor streams lately have been a bit sleepier with the lurkers. But if you don't know, anytime someone posts a clip, either in Twitch or YouTube, we load it up on our clip viewer, so we can all watch it together, and this will give me a timestamp to see how far behind I am. This clip is from an hour ago, titled Beef 2028.
Hello, you all. Sir Beef Longer here. As you all know, last time I left my job up to communism, and you all want me to run for president, so this is my presidential rally. I'm certainly not drunk for this rally, so let us begin and discuss my policy changes.
Hang on, before he does the policy, the poll is done, and shame on Oak won with 33% of the vote. Oak contributing 60 channel points. Sorry, get back to the policy. That's your policy? And then just some really quick Beef Longa's policy position. That is Beef Longa's policy position. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, I don't know about you. I feel moved. I feel moved to my very heart and soul. Well, thank you so much. And thank you not only for the TTS earlier, but for the clip right there. I appreciate it, and that tells me that I am very far behind and definitely should be doing more to catch up. Quick said, you know what would be the biggest gut puncher if they brought back Greasy for no reason? Like, we fight him again, it's a callback. If he's just still hanging out with Zorba, it was like, yeah, I could keep doing this over and over again. This is fine. I would actually kind of love that. 'Tis a different place than we were in earlier. Perhaps we've successfully advanced onward.
Let us continue.
We cannot relax just yet. The space is still twisted, so we should continue to be careful.
And, oh. So yeah, I was correct. That popped us over onto this side. So then, yeah, I'm still not sure how we're going to be able to get that other treasure chest way back there. But is there an enemy over here?
There they
Just a little dog. And now he's dead.
Andy, pocket it.
Let's see that.
Sounds crazy.
Teleports to that door, so that just loops around.
Things around.
But we can still go this way. Okay, hang on, I gotta look at the maps. There's an item in there, we'll come back and we'll use that door to teleport through that wall. See, we've got this fly, bird, die.
Push through.
Thank you, I appreciate you dying, bird. That was very considerate of you. Okay, so we want to...
There's something we can use nearby.
Wait, no, that's not it. We gotta go through this door, over here, yes. There we go. I know what I'm doing. We've got this figured out. Again, I just hope that the doors become normal when we get done so that I can, like, actually go and collect the remaining items after smashing the statue. Right. We're in a new place. This means we've moved forward, doesn't it?
Yes.
Indeed, we are proceeding closer to the king's servant. Let us continue as we have been. All right, where are we at here? So we're popping out of that door, so there's an item to the right and possibly a treasure chest. So let's head down that way. Can we just kill this guy without going into battle? Hey!
I've become
I love
stronger.
being strong. And what do we got here? That connects to that door. So we don't want to go through there, but there is a hallway down here that we can go to. Oh, it's another one of these guys. We were able to kill him. And him. And him. And him. We just kill everybody.
I feel stronger already.
And a treasure chest with a magma crystal. Yay, and treasure chest. Please don't be a mimic this time. Oh crap, it's a mimic again. Uses up my MP. Quick said, has anybody died yet today? No! Quick, I told you on Discord, nobody's gonna die today. Nobody is gonna die today. We are just so good at all this that just nobody's gonna die. Vera said, nope. Quick said, noted. Vera said, if somebody died, my brain didn't retain it. Quick is mood. And Vero is laughing. Okay, yeah, at some point we're gonna need to replenish our MP though. Oak said, no, the salmon tried dating my ex-wife, so I killed him and will kill every other salmon too. Okay, well, after you kill a salmon, can you at least preserve the flesh for me to eat? Salmon is good. It's supposed to be like good for you. Oak said, Vero Logan will jinx it. No, that's not possible. That is not possible. See, look at how just well we're doing with everything. Quickita said, because Logan asked. Oak says, woo. Quickita said, my rabbit hole is doing good already. Oak says, if Twitch didn't prevent you from changing usernames multiple times within 30 days, I would say Vero should change their name to Objectionable Veros for April Fools. I always worry about, like, for the people who change their names periodically on social media, what if somebody else comes along and, like, takes your name while you're gone? Especially because, like, if it changes the URL of your page or something like that. That'd be awful. Oak says to Vero, so true, Vero. And Vero is laughing. Let's see, Vera said, Naoto is overpowered in my opinion. Hey, we got to where the Odumi raid happened. So there we go. Thank you again for the raid, Odumi. Oh, and Mercury is here. Saying sup, Logan. Can't hear your stream right now because I'm in public, but hope you're having a great day. So I'll just wave to you a lot. I'm waving to you. How do we do Mercury? So this is the sun, and we got planets orbiting around. The one that's closest is Mercury. That's you! Oak says, hey, raid! And Vera does a shout out, and Vera said, I hope you're having a blast. Odumi says, hi! And Mercury says, thanks. And Odumi says, I'm now actually able to hear, but yeah, hi. And Mercury says, I'm in a clinic right now. Are you okay, Mercury? I hope that it's like nothing bad. Snowfield mace. I guess that's probably good. I should probably equip things on people soon. All right, so where are we? How are we doing on items? Let's head back out here. Guys, why are you doing this to me? Guys, like there's space between, you're my friends. Can't you see that I'm trying to get here? I'm gonna try and roll through here. Let me through. Let me through, guys. Why are you not, I even have iframes as I'm rolling like this. Why do you do this to me? You're supposed to be my friends. I just want to leave this room. This is getting awkward. You're not even talking to me. Fine, you win. Can I go the other way? Oh, then you get out of the way. Oh, then you get out of the way for me to come back in. You're not my friends anymore. I'm abandoning you. Why? Why is everybody so cruel? I think it was this way was the new direction that we had to go, yeah? There we are. Okay, that's just gonna be 2 doors. They won't be able to go anywhere. And this is 1 door, which will lead to that little area over there. Oh, maybe if we go like far enough up here, there'll be like a hallway that'll lead down here to there. Let's go back and try that before we go through this door, just in case this is like a one-way. No, it should be a one-way trip because they always pop out of another door. Oh, hang on. A thing just appeared in red on the other side. No, yeah, let's actually do it. Let's try that. I just want to see what's down to the other side. Odubi says, how is everyone? I can't speak on behalf of everyone, but I'm doing all right. I'm doing decently. Vera said, I'm doing well. Odubi says, my only viewer, I love them. Oh, I need to get back into streaming regularly. Like, regular scheduling, I feel like is so key for that type of thing. Oh, no, it's, hey, bird, die. Okay, so maybe not. Huh, I still don't know how to get down to that other way. Well, let's just keep going. Hang on, I gotta scroll in the chat. I have to pause the screen in order to be able to do that. And Odumi says, bye, Logan. Oh, Odumi, I didn't know you were already leaving. So you're probably already gone. Thank you again for the raid. I appreciate that. Bye. Says, stream was really scuffed, to be honest. I didn't realize Forge, the thing I used to load my mods, was having issues and need reinstall again, and then had to reinstall the mods, and then my game crashed, but it was fun. Well, as long as you had fun. I'm sorry that it was filled with scuff. and they had to deal with the stress of that. But at least you had fun. That is the most important part of it, Odumi. So good on you for that. Okay, so we should be able to... Oh yeah, because... Okay, this means... But the fact that there's like a tiny little loop here for that red dot, that means that after we break the statue, these doors have got to become real. Because there's no other way in there. Odumi says alien stage mention, and yeah, new episode was gut-wrenching. But like in a good way, hopefully. Oh, we don't even get dialogue this time. I gotta pause again to keep scrolling. Quickita said, yeah, I watched a few minutes ago. I'm wrecked. Odumi said my sister made me watch it with her. Quickita said it's Crystal's fault. I even watched it. And Vera with the lurk said, BRB, see when you get back, Vera. Thank you so much for the lurk. You're awesome. Okay, and then... Wait, but then... Wait, what?
Maybe there's...
But then this door... Oh, this will put us on the other side of there. Okay, so yeah, we'll just keep going again. Vera says BRB. Quickita said loaf of light. Vera said I genuinely hope it fails at the box office already. I know I wouldn't watch it. I do too. I mean, it's one of those things though that like I feel bad saying that because like it feels like I'm being a traitor to my franchise of choice. Let's see. Yeah, we have not been here yet. Yeah, so this is a new area. But I hear you on that, Vero. Vera says anyway. I gotta go, but you're just for like BRB, gotta go, right? You're just for the lurk, right? You'll be back soon, I hope. Vero, I gotta keep scrolling here. Vera said BRB for real. Quickita said, okay, Vero, we won't kill or stab Logan. Shields Logan, thank you. I appreciate that.
Amazing.
Oh, we're getting some more leaves of light here. Okay, those are two doors on the same side of each other. Oh, I think we made it to the end. This gotta be the last guy.
All right, how's that?
What, another bird? Die. Die. Let's just check to see what's down here first, because I'm curious. And then we'll go in there, we'll fight whatever that mini boss is. And then we'll smash that statue, collect these items, and we should be good. We should be able to make it to a boss.
It's not a betrayal if they betray you first.
Okay, you know what? That is a fair way to look at it. Let's choose to consider it that way. Oh, and there's a save point. Good, so I won't have to do all that again. Thank you very much, Vera, for the 10 bits, and for putting it in such a nice way. I need a sip of water. I don't know why I'm getting so thirsty. Thank you very much. Queen Katie says, Oak says, chops Katie so she gets knocked out and then stabs Lo. Oh, chops like those karate chops in movies. I thought you meant chop like chopping down a tree or something. Queen Katie said, no, I'm not a tree, see? Oak said, it's a rubber knife, so it's okay. Queen Katie said, you are chops Oak. Oak said, you don't have an axe. I ate all the axes. The only axe that can defeat me is now axe deodorant, and you would never use that. Queen Katie said, Oak, what magic did you do? To cause the power outage just now?
Yep.
Did you had another one? I hope it's not like messing up things, Queen Katie. Okay, everybody's good on health. So let's go in here and fight whatever the monster is.
Do you approve?
And then hopefully this will open up that last corridor, and I'm betting that'll lead us to maybe like one more room to get through. And I think we can get to the boss of this dungeon. I'm guessing Zorba, before the end of the stream.
I can sense the presence of the king's servant within. Is everyone ready?
Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's go. We've got something. We gotta do something about the king's servant.
Because Zorba's probably going to be defending the last one. Then hopefully we'll get done early enough that after that I'm sure there'll be some long cutscene with Luis. He's going to be yapping. Quickita said like right after you do, said right after where I sent my other message, the power went out.
Look.
Oh crap, we fought one of these before, and if I remember correctly, it had like a really annoying insta-kill attack. So we got to make sure that we kill it in the first round if at all possible. Another one of those statues. Let's hurry and break it.
Yes, but another foe stands guard. We must deal with it somehow.
You know, I'm kind of glad that we did all those tower quests, because I feel like some of these monsters have been the monsters that were at the top of those towers, so now we're familiar with their weaknesses, right? Well, if this thing's not backing down, then I suppose we do it the hard way. We'll aim for a quick kill. Everyone ready?
Right.
Yeah, strike swiftly.
Looks like the enemy's ready for us. Everyone brace yourselves.
Queen Katie says, also my Wi-Fi is dead. Help, I'm on mobile data. I'm sorry. I don't know about you guys. Whenever I try to like watch videos or stream things like using mobile data, my phone heats up like crazy. Like, why does that require so much more of its juice? Over on YouTube, Jack says, I can't wait for the eventual fight against this fake Igor. I don't care what I'm told. Refuse to believe that my boy woke up one day and decided he was going to speak with a voice modulator. Everything about him in the Velvet Room this time around feels off. The fact that we got a social link and that he asks us compared to simply providing services and helping us grow strong. It took me a while to catch on to all that stuff. Like, so you are much faster about that. I think I won't say when, because it'd be a spoiler when, but yeah. Said his connection to the metaverse is suspicious since Igor never had any connection to the other worlds in P3 and P4. Ooh. Ooh, you're smart. Okay, yeah, so this guy repels wind, but again, the one thing that the Yuva has ignores resistances, yeah. So it's weak to pierce. So... But I kind of want to plunder it, but should I plunder it? Because it doesn't say what I want to see what it has. We're going to plunder it. This is probably bad. It's probably going to kill one of us. We're probably going to get an insta-kill. We got a speed incense. Then Queen Katie will be like, well, you died. And I'm like, yeah, I died. I'm not good at this.
Try hitting them with something else.
Okay, so yeah, let's do Royal Slash, because we know Almighty should be fine against this thing.
The magic seed!
The magic seed! Oh crap, it missed!
Don't get sloppy, Captain.
Even here I go.
I mean, you could do Emerald Vortex because it ignores resistances, I guess. I said we need to kill this thing quickly, and we're not. We're not killing it quickly at all. Oh, crap. Front row is feeling intimidated. Soul Scream. Gain four turn icons. Attack and defense rose dramatically. Bone cost plus slash. Okay. Kandaeon. Oh, he's weak. Kandaeon. Why is this guy suddenly hard?
Placing some
You're gonna go to the back row. You're gonna do a Peerless War Cry to get rid of its buffs. Protag's gonna have to like waste a turn doing some healing. But if you go to the rear, if it's weak against piercing, oh, I thought it was weak against pierce. Are these not piercing? I guess not. So does it resist? Let me see. Does it resist dark? It doesn't resist dark, so at least we can do that. Yeah, the Protag's gonna have to do some healing. Oh crap, this fight is gonna take a while actually. This is not ideal. Oh, because a clip! Hang on.
Thank you.
Posted a clip into the chat here. As I said before, if anyone's lurking and doesn't know, and someone posts a clip into the Twitch chat or the YouTube chat, we load up on our clip viewer to watch it together. This will tell me how far behind I am. This clip is from 37 minutes ago, so I'm getting caught up. This is titled, Logan puts the fire out 40 minutes late. His pants were burnt to a crisp already. So it's gonna be this. Queen Katie, no, but Logan's pants are on fire. Oh, crap. Wasn't sure what to do. I'm better now. They singed my leg hairs. But thank you very much for the clip, Oak. I appreciate that. Oh, hang on, I gotta click this. Okay, so yeah, this fight is taking a little bit long because yeah, we did have some issues with this bird monster before. Let's just attack it. Holy crap! Yeah, this is, and it's gonna give itself like 4 turn icons again. Crap! Oh, repels! And that counts as a miss. Thank you, Heismay. You are good at things. Wanton Destruction. Does that have a, okay, that'll give it a weakness. So let's go back to the front row. Wanton Destruction, that'll allow him to do it next turn, and that'll do a weakness for him. You're gonna once again do another Adamant Nightblade to lower its attack and evasion, or not attack, accuracy and evasion. You are gonna do another Royal Slash. Crap, this is gonna use up a lot of our MP, isn't it? You're gonna do another Emerald Vortex, and the next time around when Basilio goes, that thing will, the Wanted Destruction, whatever, will do damage to this thing. Boba says, oh no, as Queen Katie says, I'm back. Queen Katie says, you are magic. Also, Logan is muted. Right as I got back, Oak said, since you muted to cough. Queen Katie said, also, wait, I hope YouTube uploaded my spoiler clip before the power went out. Oak said to Queen Katie, I am a tree. If you cross me, you can always fall over on your power lines. Queen Katie says, phew, it's safe. Shame on you. Shame, you win for now. Go stab the man. Oak says, stabs Logan. Oh! Oak says, oh, Queen Katie says, I'm sorry, Sir Logan. Oh, as long as you're sorry, then it's fine that I've been stabbed. Over on YouTube, Jack says, I can't believe Yusuke left Sayori at LeBlanc. Give it about a week until word about being there gets out and it gets stolen. That is, yeah, that was a weird thing for him to do. I do feel like a lot of the Persona games had a lot of weird, like, this is the most precious thing in the world to me, that means everything. Here, protagonist who never says more than 3 words at a time, you can have it. Okay, do this, that'll, get a weakness. You're gonna do another Adamant Nightblade. Get his accuracy and evasion, his agility basically just down again.
Captain, it's okay. Your attacks have been beacon.
Let's just do another Royal Slash
The magic seed.
on bro. And you're gonna do another Emerald Vortex on this thing. Come on, we gotta chip away, we gotta chip away. Why? I wish the chicken wasn't so difficult to kill. And do another one of these things. That should still be a weakness, so we get another turn.
I'll use what I must.
And okay, that doesn't do a whole lot. Well, let's just throw some money. That's heavy physical almighty damage. With a high critical rate. I don't know, let's just throw it at him. Maybe it'll do a lot. Then even less. I should have just stuck to the Adamant Slash, or whatever. Soul Scream, gonna give itself 4 more turn icons, because it's a jerk like that. Candion, he's weak against Candion. Fire Claw, blocks, thank you. Fire Claw, blocks. Yeah, we still have those on.
I see your
Oh, but it missed Heisme! I gotta heal up everybody. Medica, I should read some more in the chat. Crystal with an emote. Vera said, I go away for 5 minutes. What happened? And you kill Logan? Oh, that. Yeah, I'm dead now. Vera, I'm a ghost.
Everyone is counting
I am a ghost, in case you didn't notice that. Okay, Yufa, we need to preserve your MP, so a regular attack will just be fine.
We shall sweep
because it's a weakness. Doesn't do a whole heck of a lot. Gonna get back over here. Wanted Destruction. And you do just another one of these Adamant Night Blades. Isn't gonna do a whole heck of a lot, but at least it'll do some damage. And there we go! That took way longer than it should have. I need to finish off this water. But we're done! That should be the last of the mini bosses, I assume, because it's gotta be that Zorba is, or someone is protecting the final one, so we should be able to go to him. We're gonna do is we're gonna reach the boss of this dungeon tonight. Quick Gator said, Oak knocked my power out. Oak said to Vero, it's a rubber knife, don't worry. Crystal says, chat, as a mod, I give you the power to stab Logan. No! Oak says, stabs Logan, no! Vera says, no, Crystal. Crystal, how could you betray me like that? How could you betray me? Vera said it's only okay if I betrayed you first. And a couple more loaves of light. Oak says, when will Logan say, quote, straight jonking it? Apparently right there. Proper boss, job done.
However,
on for each statue, a monstrous guardian, not unlike the Melancholia crystals.
Luis probably set the monsters up here to slow us down, right?
Then.
But if that's true, then us tinkering with these devices is bound to be bad for him, yeah? You know Luis fights his battles head on. Not a man to stall for time, but these things he's willing to set up guards for?
I see.
That says to me these devices must be fairly important to him. Right, don't know if he just wants to keep the populace unstable or if he's got his own reasons, but I'm willing to bet he wants these statues to stay standing. Maybe he doesn't even know this is happening. Maybe he like legitimately thinks, the people love me. They have chosen me. And then when he finds out later that no, they don't like you, he'll be like, oh crap. Well, I guess I won't be like this anymore. Only one thing for it then. Let's get smashing. I don't know, I'm not attracted to that statue. I want to pass.
If you would, Mantis.
Okay, I'm gonna smash. Turn away. You're gonna witness some smashing. Oh, I'm smashing with a passion.
Let's see. I gotta scroll in the chat some more. Oak says to Vero, I'm going to make you talk about what I want to know. Vera said, Bayverse is just a mess, honestly. Oak says, ad code, I love my cat. Oak said, I love hearing Longa talk about Transformers. Yes, please do a PowerPoint presentation on Transformers. Vera says, I'd tune in, TBH. Good to Shadard. Listen, I hear talking again. Who is it this time? Okay, so are we going to go to Brylehaven or Altabury? Altabury seems like a real Luis stronghold, so maybe Brylehaven? But that's where I thought it'd be last time. Hark, that voice. Is it going to be someone she knows? Huh?
Am smashing stroll passionately.
Oh, you know what? You're doing it very stealthy because I see him on screen and I did not see any smashing. But enjoy your smashage. But thank you, Noobly. How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Thank you for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Hark that voice. Oak says, I want a 3-hour lecture as if it's a university course with a guest speaker that comes in for one day and everyone sits in terrible seats and they field 45 minutes of questions at the end. I mean, I guess we could do that. Oak says, that's one big monster. See, Crystal adds the quote. Oak says, with the timestamp 1:23:45, so I'm about a half hour behind still. Oak said I was 5 seconds off. Nobody tell Logan. Oh, because it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gospy man, what's with that crowd? The ones in the middle, aren't they former candidates? Oh, we're gonna see. Oh, it's gonna be all the former candidates that now they believe in us. Maybe. Oh, it's Lena. Oh, we haven't seen her in forever. I love Lena. Lena and Roger. Who's Roger? Is Roger Lovelace's first name? Who's Roger? And, Godard, is it? Seems they're arguing. How about we see what's going on? Who's Roger? Did we ever meet a Roger? Is there a candidate we never met? Ex-candidate Roger. Who are you, bro?
I'm Roger. I'm the most important character in this entire game. So I'm getting the beef longa voice. Bit of an exaggerated version of it. So what if I do choose to support Count Louise? I don't see how else the tournament losers can survive this. I'm Roger. Roger in the house. Roger in the house. That's my theme song. It happens every time I walk in a room, specifically in a house, because then Roger's in the house. Roger's in the house. And our supporters, well, they should support someone whose ideals veer closest to theirs. Count Louise is offering freedom of a kind. Revolution.
I love you, Lena. You're adorable. Not as adorable as Gallica, but you're like third best girl in this game. Well, sure, but what? Revolution? Take a look at the city, boy. That's a riot, nothing more. Me and mine, we've got nothing but hate to give Louise. Try cracking open a history book sometime, whelp. You see this mess of sky? Huh?
Is this a reference to that one in joke in Persona 3?
That one in... Crap, now I'm trying to remember what joke that... I guess not, since I don't remember what joke that would be. Did we meet a Roger in Persona 3? I'm spacing. I think not. What was the rep? What connection are you making that clearly is going over my head? I need to know. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Crystal also says, I'm so tempted to pin. Oak redeemed a poll a while ago, said which doggy is better doggy.
Google Roger Persona 3. It's an old in joke.
Oh, okay. So not like an inside joke with us, but with the community. Okay, Roger. See, because I don't look up things for these games that we play usually. Persona 3. Roger, Persona. Oh, it's Roger from American Dad. Oh, so it's like he's all the social links? Oh, so instead of Beef Longa, it should be like an Ed Wynn voice. It's like Roger. He's ex-candidate Roger. Oh. And you know what? The hair is kind of like a gray, like Roger there. I like it. Thank you for the 10 bits, Veer. I enjoy American Dad.
Try cracking open a history book sometime, whelp. You see this mess of a sky? The sea awash in crimson?
No, thank you.
I look at it and I see the Annex War all over again. Oceania's navy churning the foam. The waters all ran red with blood. The post-war generation inherited that heck, and we worked hard to move past it. Trampling history doesn't get you freedom, just lawless bloodshed.
How do you?
Oh, I'm just trying to be realistic. What else should I believe? You're not saying you think that prince should best count Louise. I can't do that voice.
Well, I'm sure praying he can. Personally, I think old Mr. Goddard's got a point. I was born and raised around craftsfolk, working and building every day. And that Count, he doesn't care what he breaks. Lives work, lives nothing, lives him. It's no nothing to him. I don't want a king who breaks everything. I want a king who builds a new future. Like that runner they built to flap its wings across the sky. If it comes down to a nightmare or a new dream, you better believe I'm betting on the dreamer. Isn't that what you wanted? Why you wanted the crown? You wanted to achieve something. If you're only following Louise because you're scared, then don't be scared. Because you got us now. You got me. And Lena is about ready to settle down with a man. And we've all got each other's backs.
Sounds like Lena, like they don't even need the melancholy dispersed. Lena's doing a good job herself. Fearless to the end, I see, but there's truth to that. I do feel a bit better somehow. Though I confess it's not a fear that draws me to Louise. After all, my speeches as a candidate, honesty in my beliefs is the least I owe you. And indeed myself, did we debate this guy or something? I don't remember Roger. Well, okay. Well, let's read some more in the chat. Let's see, Vera said, you're a meanie, I'm not making the poll. Crystal can make it. Oak's frowning. We get it the timestamp, 1:26:46. Oh crap, we're almost to the 2-hour mark. How have we've seriously been wandering around this dungeon for 2 hours. I thought we'd be to the end by now. I'm sorry, I'm trying to hurry up. Those voices were the other candidates in the tournament, were they not? It seems as though they were cheering in support of us. Good to hear it, ain't it? Guess that lot's finally seen the light. And it looked like it was Brylehaven, right? Because that was the one with the sea and everything.
These were strong emotions that traveled through the Magla, weren't they? They're placing their trust in the prince, in us.
People are expecting great things from you, Mantis. For the sake of those who believe in us, we must win.
I'm glowing. I can feel the emotions of former Kent. So we were like, what, 70? Oh no, we're 32. So let's go up even. 8! Hey! And so there's still there's still a few people that they like more than us, but less than Luis.
With this, we've defeated the 2 king servants that were on this floor.
Yes, of course.
So what do you want to bet we did the last one? We'll either be second place behind Luis or maybe even like first place ahead of him.
The melancholization on the staircase should have receded. Let's go make sure.
I want to collect the treasure in the other room first. Yufa. If you run awkward, Yufa. Oak says, Vero, you're making me sad. Queegator said, how are we at an hour and a half already? Oh.
Luis must be believe
You have to stop, Luis!
Your Highness.
We stand with you!
Yay!
Look! Listen, I can hear their voices!
We've done it! Now we're able to move forward!
Amuse me.
So, you've gathered even more supporters, have you? You're proceeding unexpectedly well.
Yeah.
You ought to have heard the cheers for the prince. The flaws in your plan are beginning to show, Luis.
Is it gonna turn out that Luis is like, I never really wanted to take over. I wanted to be a bad guy to contrast against you so people would realize how good you are. I pretended to be a villain. Now slay me for the future. I'm a tragic character. Is he gonna pull some crap like that? A flaw, is it? Such fault lies not with me, but with this country.
This country? What do you mean by that?
To try once
I believe I explained that if you'd like an answer, then prove your strength. Do flail about a bit longer, won't you? I find it most entertaining. Well then, I'll be expecting you. Luis's voice faded away. As ever, Luis is the picture of calm. How long does he intend to keep up that affectation? I don't think he's actually as detached as he seems. He's keeping an eye on our movements, right? That's proof we're a threat he can't ignore.
That's surely right.
Little by little, we're closing in on him. Let us continue to flail about, as he put it.
Let's hurry.
It sounds fun, actually. It's like wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I'm flailing.
There's only 1 king servant left. I can feel something from the upper floor, so let's hustle.
No, don't go through the door yet. We gotta collect the items. Oh, we're gonna see another flashback with the king's ghost. I gotta open my other water bottle.
Hold on, Mantis. Is something happening again?
I feel a strange sensation, as though someone else's memories are flooding my mind. Let me take a look over on YouTube again. Let's see, Jack says, Roger is the Persona 3 protagonist. Would it be great if they had well, in this game, the protagonist has different canon names for all the countries. If Persona had that. So instead of being Makoto Yuki, he's just Roger. Not like Roger Smith, but just like Roger, I don't know, Peterson. Jack says, in North America, trailer for the original Persona 3, the menu gets shown and the name Roger is shown for the protagonist. Oh, really? I didn't know that. This is a very obscure fact, so I doubt any other people knew. I bet Beowulf would know that if he was here right now. But I think Beowulf is having an offline collab with Weedle. Jack says, 1:13 is when... in the trailer, you mean? In the trailer, which I tried to send a link, but it got removed twice, so I give up. I need to figure out how to change that, that setting, because I want people to be able to post, like clips and things. I'm sorry, but I'll try and keep an eye out for that later. Thank you very much, Jax. Oak says, Vero, you're making me sad. Quick said, oh, how are we already an hour and a half into the stream? We're over 2 hours in, which means pretty soon we're going to need to start keeping an eye out for raid suggestions for the 3-hour mark. All right, let's see what happens here. See, Vera says to Oak, you made me sad first. Oak says, how could you? Huh?
The festivities for this year's Saints' Day shall be conducted with the utmost ceremony. A fine opportunity to expand the market for igniters and spread them among people. Along with this policy, we will announce the closure of the Mage Academy.
Yes, closure by way of genocide, apparently. Oh.
Why close the academy?
Oh, I don't like that.
Reports are troubling, I'm afraid. They secretly study dragons and other profane forces deep in the mountains. The people will not abide it. With the popularization of magic igniters, all this theoretical study of magic will soon be obsolete anyway. Unless you have any objections.
He's gonna be like, I don't care, my son is gone, do what you want.
No objections. Let it be so. Thank you for your efforts.
See, this is what happens to you when your son gets killed. Moral of the story, never let your son get killed. In case you were planning on doing that, just don't, okay? Just don't do that.
How can a king accomplish anything alone? What was I supposed to do?
Daddy. That was my dad.
Another vision, Your Highness?
I saw something different than before.
Blah, blah, blah.
His Majesty was exhausted then. His attendants did mention that he no longer possessed any real authority.
Sounds like he had no one to support his spirits. I admit, I do pity him there. Beyond that, though, do you suppose he means for us to see these? If these memories are handpicked, then do they not come off as excuses?
I also love how that as soon as one of these things happens, all sense of urgency to rush to find Luis is gone. We're just like standing around like, let's talk about this for a bit.
Strong. It's just... his own son is risking his life in here. He deserves more from the king than regrets and memories.
All right, we gotta double back though into that previous room that we were just in, collect all the treasure and whatnot.
It would seem that...
This feeling, it looks like the distortion in the room ahead has disappeared as well.
Nice.
Probably because we took out the king's servant. Let's keep it up.
That's a relief.
Hang on. Everybody, we're gonna run to the Magla Hollow, we're gonna save, we're gonna go collect the treasure, and then we go ahead. I got my priorities straight, yo. Let's see, I gotta read some more in the chat. Yeah, Oka saying, how could you, Deviro? Tony says, I added some music to attend. Yes, I'm still here. Awesome. I'm glad you were able to be here for the shout out. Oak says, Crystal, save me. I need you to make a poll because Vero won't do that. Crystal says, what poll? Oak says, which doggy is better doggy? Crystal says, hold up. Crystal's laughing. Let's take a break. Queegator said, by the way, I forgot to mention something about the power outages that I had this week. I just went to my local grocery store. Hang on, I gotta save here. Grocery store earlier today, and lots of stuff were gone. I was confused at first till I realized their stock was spoiled from the power outages, so I didn't get any good cold nuggets. Don't worry, I got fresh hot ones instead. I'm glad. You see, I go to the grocery store I go to that's closest to me is Walmart, and they are so awful. I'd be willing to bet that if there was a power outage, they would just leave the spoiled stuff in there. There have been times I've found like spoiled food like in their freezer section, like expiration date. It's like, grab something. It's like, these hot dogs expired 3 weeks ago, and they're still just in there. So I don't think they care too much about that type of stuff at Walmart. So yeah, I'll just say that's just that one Walmart for the legal reasons. Don't sue me, Sam Wall. It's a state.
That's nasty.
Yes, it's nasty. It's super nasty. And thank you very much for the 10 bits there, Noobly. Weedle! Rated with a party of one! Welcome, Weedle! How was your stream? What were you playing? Vero or Crystal, can we get a shout out for Weedle? Weedle! How are you? And if I don't know if your viewer that is coming with you is someone new that I don't know. If you are, hi, I'm Logan. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Right now, alternating between this. Oh, I'll be quiet.
What now? I got the ability of living beyond. No, you did not. I pulled it.
It's a hand camera.
Oh my god, you did. Yo, nothing else.
Is that Wendy I hear?
Hell yeah. How many packs did it take? This is all I have left. I have 3 left. Oh.
Was that was a Weedle hand reveal? Oh, feels special. So Weedle, what were you playing? You were playing Rain World. Nice. How'd it go? Grabs this gonna be another mimic. Oh no, it's just regular. Oh, thank goodness. Weedle, as you might guess, I am behind in the chat, so I will get to where the raid happened in a little bit here. But because we're doing a lot of wandering around, a lot of combat, hopefully I'll be able to catch up to a lot of the stream. Okay, how many items did we miss here? There's one if I. Wow! Thank you for the Tomcat, Weedle. I appreciate that. We're just killing monsters and taking loot here. Oh crap, we're getting lots of loaves of light. Lots of loaves of light.
There they are.
Yeah, where'd he go? He disappeared. How many of those do I have? I might need to feed them to somebody. Oh yeah, we got a lot. We gotta give these to somebody. Let's give some more to Heisme. What were we decide? We're gonna max out his dragoon here.
My power
there we go.
forth.
Give him some type of bonus. What are we getting? Agility increased by 4. That's nice. We'll also give him summon this commander.
I have retained my
New
edge.
skill, thanks. Okay, I should read some more in the chat while I'm doing this. Quick said, like, their entire chicken section, the entire ice cream section, etc. just got. I mean, it's unfortunate that it was gone because it's got to be super inconvenient. But it is nice to know that your grocery store is so attentive to things that they did clear it out. Okay, hang on, we don't want to max that. We got to give him a hero's fruit. Heisme, have some fruit. Your little fruit bat.
Is key.
So that's going to increase his endurance by 2, and that's probably good for right now. Let's get the rest of these items. I can always, like, later disseminate those leaves of light, loaves of light. Okay, so where? We got that treasure chest. That one's open. That one's open. That one's open. And we got 2 items there. Is that it? So we're going to come out here, take a right, and then after the staircase, take another right, and then we'll be able to get those items. Okay! And that should, hey, die, please. Thank you. And 3 more loaves of light.
I see the enemy.
These things give a lot of EXP, and 3 more! Oh crap, I keep collecting more of these things. I'm gonna have to feed them to our bat again soon. I mean, I guess I should be grateful for all the EXP that we're getting. Hey, let me have your junk.
On your guard.
No. And you should give us a lot of mag if we defeat you, right? There we go. Let's see, Oak said, what are nuggets, Katie? Kuya said, oh, you're right, buckets. Oak said, oh, that's what you mean. Vera said, oh, girl, is it because it's hot? We had outages when it got too hot here. Kuya said that, and we had storms. Storms bad enough to knock out an entire limb of a tree near us. Vera says, yikes. Okay, so what are these things weak against? Resist against dark.
Advancing.
You just go ahead and plunder this thing. Let's steal an opal from it or something like that. I think that's what it said, right? Yep, got an opal.
Why, hello there.
And then you're gonna use light.
Flare.
And if this doesn't finish it off, then you ought to be able to. Hey, there we go. Oak said it got up to 94 degrees Fahrenheit the other day, which is burning for me. I mean, that's hot, but I mean, it gets a lot worse where I am sometimes. Quickita said, I live on the east coast of the States, thankfully not close enough to hurricane levels, but still get bad storms. And more leaves of light.
We seem to have defeated them all.
Okay, so I think that... Oh, wrong button. That was all the items here? Anybody seeing any other treasure chests? Or items? Little blue sparkle things? I think that's all. So we should be able to head out here, we'll save... And then, yeah, we'll head on in and see if we're getting to get a boss fight. This area has got to be like great for grinding with all these like boss level enemies just chilling. I'm looking at how many leaves, loaves, whatever's of light we're getting. Okay, come back here, buddy. I want to kill you. You give me a lot of experience. 600. Okay, I need to feed some more loaves of light. We're getting way too many of them. We're gonna like get 99 soon. Heisme, come here, buddy. You got to eat your loaves. You can feed them to your dear tycoon. Come on.
My power swells.
Your power swells. Can we get a say, or read that Oak said, I can't believe Vero isn't voting for Fidelio more. Also, Katie, ow, my limb. Vera says, voted or. Noobly said, what did I miss? Nothing much, Noobly. We're just like going through the dungeon here. I feel like I'm doing pretty well currently. So what are we gonna get? Luck increased by 4. Nice. My guess is that we're gonna fight Zorba as a boss in a little bit. Wait, where am I? Oh, that's right. I can't make my way through the teleporting anymore. I gotta go to the actual hallway of doors. I forgot this area isn't as magic anymore. Die. Thank you. Let's see. Wait, where is it? Where is it here? It's coming up here on the next right. Let's see. Vera says, welcome. Queen Katie says, it was a big guy too. I didn't have my hearing aid on. I just saw it through the thin window blinds, though it was just windy, but no, literally it fell outside my window. I love the idea that a tree falling down or whatever can be a big guy. Is that tree? That tree's a big guy. Why not? Why not anthropomorphize trees? Vera said, just dungeon crawling. Oak said, Noobly, beef longa, but you were about to see it in a clip, so nothing. Okay, so we got through there. Let's save our game, and then, yeah, we go through. I think we're gonna fight Zorba. My only worry is that we are over 2 hours into stream. That like, what if after Zorba we launch it like a 2-hour cutscene? So, or who knows? Maybe we'll go through and there'll be another like big, huge room with more like strange mazes and puzzles and things that we gotta find our way through. Let's see. Quick get said. Anyway, I'm gonna go grab maybe some wafers or something. I don't know, but I crave the ability to choose something while I watch. Oak said Logan will jinx it. I don't know. Will I? Will I jinx it by saying I'm just not gonna die? At no point, nobody's gonna die in this. That we're doing great. That we're kicking butt. Quick said no. One of the wafers fell literally into the trash can. No. Vera said yuck. That sucks. Quick said thankfully it's one wafer and not like a whole box. Crystal says Rio rip. And we got a clip here from Queen Katie. So hang on one second. Let's load this up at the clip viewer. Oh, wait, there are clips from Queen Katie and from Vero. Okay, so once again, if anyone's lurking, if you don't know the deal, if somebody posts a clip into either chat, either on YouTube or Twitch, I think it's easier to do it on Twitch than on YouTube because there's weird settings that might try to block it. We'll load it up on our clip viewer so we can watch it together. Let's also tell me how far behind I am in the chat. This clip is from 36 minutes ago, titled So-Called Friends of the Prince. Oh, this is what it's going to be. And Vero also made a clip. I'm going to guess it's the same thing. How are we doing on items? So let's head back out here. Guys, why are you doing this to me? Like there's space between you're my friends. Can't you see that I'm trying to get here? I'm gonna try and roll here. Let me through. Let me through, guys. Why are you not? I even have iframes as I'm rolling like this. Why do you do this to me? You're supposed to be my friends. I just want to leave this room. This is getting awkward. You're not even talking to me. Fine. You win. Can I go the other way? Oh, then you get out of the way. Oh, then you get out of the way for me to come back in. You're not my friends anymore. I'm abandoning you. Why? Thank you very much for the clip. I appreciate that. I got to see what is Vero's the same thing. I got to double check on this because I see another clip from Vero. It looks like it is based on the thumbnail. Except it's titled Air Jail. I love it. Thank you both for the clips. I appreciate that. Vera said, oh man, we both clipped. Queen Katie says, lol. Oh, hang on, I got it. Move that. There we go. Sorry, I accidentally clicked on a thing I wasn't supposed to click on. There we go. Queen Katie said, which one has better timing, though? Let's see. Oak says, lurk, I'm still watching, but I must practice various things. Did I save? I think I saved, but let's double check just in case I'm dumb. Good luck on the various things, oh, Queen Katie said, thankfully, everything is all good. Don't worry, Logan. Yoink's death counter. Everything's fine. I killed that chicken. Everything's fine. Vera says, I'm a professional hater, so don't be startled if I display fierce hate toward Bayverse out loud. You know, it's warranted, though. Vera said, and not like Michael Bay will hunt me to death. Queen Katie with the timestamp 1:44:33, still about a half hour behind. Queen Katie said, well, since we're on slow mode anyway, I think I'll clear some random gaps in the spreadsheet during this. Vera said, laughing, targeted, quote, says, oh, something's been Veroing me. Okay, so yeah, now we can move forward. I mean, we're low on MP, but I don't know if we're going to go straight into a boss or not. So let's just open the door. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's just a room. Oh, there's 2 staircases. One leads up to items. Or not items, plural, but just an item. Oh.
Let's stash that somewhere.
It's a leaf of light. How many of those do we have now? We're at 70. That's fine. We're not in imminent danger of reaching 99 of them vanishing. Oh, and another Magla Hollow. So apparently could have just popped here. We'll pop in here to activate it. And then head out. Let's see, Quick said, the way I didn't have that one in the archive. Nice, lol, Vera salutes. Gotta scroll in the Twitch chat because there's a bunch of people just doing quotes. Quick, Oak says, based. Vera says, so true. He's too boring for me, though? Wait, who's too boring for you? Is it based on a quote? What was the quote? I was paying attention. Hold on, let me see. See what something who's paying attention would say. Huh. I don't even know. Noobly says, I want him and Stroll together. Or talking about Protag and Stroll? Or are you talking about the ghost of the dead king and Stroll? I won't judge. If that's the type of thing you're into, Noobly. Quick said, legit forgot we did Franbo for a bit. It wasn't in those streams. Lol. Oak said, no way, we're already 2 hours into stream. We're 2 hours and 20 minutes into stream now.
About Stroll, it was a TTS.
Oh, it was a TTS. Oh, because Noobly wanted to smash Stroll with a passion. That's what it was.
Protagonist in Stroll.
See, I wouldn't think that the ghost of the dead king is the protagonist, but maybe if you consider him the protagonist, if that's your justification why you want the ghost of an old man to hook up with Stroll, I will not judge you. So thank you very much for the 10 bits, both Vero and Noobly. I appreciate that. Quicky said, already read that. I got a scroll. Oak said, surprise, that wasn't from Metaphor. Oak says, beef longa's back, baby, woo! Queen Katie says, ad quote, I'm Roger, the most important character in this entire game, said by a character we barely saw, apparently. Past here is.
Something up?
What's wrong, Mantis? Don't just stand there. Let's get going.
Onward. Let us go. The final king's servant lies ahead.
Be careful.
More monsters may be lying in wait for an ambush. Make sure you're well prepared. Okay, let's... Oh. Is this just a long hallway? I mean... Should I have refilled our MP before we came in here? I feel like it usually gives you a warning right before we go into a boss arena. Oh, is this is the room where the prince was cursed? Where Rella did the curse and Hulkenberg stabbed her in the back or slashed her in the back or whatever? I'd recognize it from the flashback, like with the checkered floor and the background and everything. Hey, I was right!
Is this where His Highness was attacked?
This is where it all began, then.
Now we know Forden manipulated Rella to attack the prince, then tried to shift the blame to Luis to get him pushed out of his station.
No doubt Forden underestimated Luis as a mere child. And when he regained his grasp on the military, the Sanctifex was taken entirely by surprise.
How little of this I understood before. Yet now all is clear. Alsace left me behind to protect me.
But the prince made it back. He's come this far to do what must be done.
You speak true. Thank you. I failed in my mission that day, but I will not fail a second time.
Not my head.
Fate is a strange thing. What began in these halls will soon end here. But the fight is not against any agent of the curse who remains, just 2 of its victims.
Not that strange to me. Just means we've moved on.
Huh?
We've already nixed the curse, and this fight ain't just over the past anymore.
Basilio.
Oh, is Juna falling in love with Basilio? Oh, hang on. I see Oak has posted a clip into the chat. I gotta load this up. Wow, I feel like we've been getting more clips tonight than we usually get from Metaphor streams, especially since this is mostly just dungeon crawling. Let's check out this clip from Oak. See how far behind I am. Is Roger Loveless? Oh, it's a Roger thing. From 26 minutes ago. So let's go ahead and check out this clip titled... The most important character in Metaphor. Who's Roger? Is Roger Loveless's first name? Who's Roger? And, Godard, is it? Seems they're arguing. How about we see what's going on? Who's Roger? Did we ever meet a Roger? Is there a candidate we never met? Ex-candidate Roger. That's him. Who are you, bro?
I'm Roger. I'm the most important character in this entire game. So I'm getting the beef longa voice. Bit of an exaggerated version of it. So what if I do choose to support Count Luis? I don't see how else the tournament losers can survive this. I'm Roger. Roger in the house. Roger in the house. That's my theme song.
Crap, how long did I ramble about Roger?
I walk in a room, specifically in a house, because then Roger's in the house. Roger's in the house.
Maybe it's a good thing that we haven't had too many lurkers tonight, because I feel like that moment would have probably chased all of them away. Thank you very much for the clip, Oak. I appreciate that. Quick said, love how we had this fun break from quotes with Roger. Oak says, holy crap, that's the big magic daddy quote. Vera said, I gotta retire for tonight. Katie, salute. Wait, are you leaving? No, Vero. I was gonna go to the Transformers channel after the stream. Quick said, I just realized Godard and Lena, I think they were candidates we fight on the outside story of the story outside of Katharina, so no wonder they were chosen for the scene. Yeah, because we fought them both, and like we got Lena over to our side. I didn't think we got Godard over to our side, but at least because his whole thing was he hated young people, right? He wanted older people to have all rights. Oh yeah.
Retire the archiving one while I'm here.
Okay, I thought you were going to sleep. I was like feeling really bad. I'm like, Vero, we love you, Vero. We want to have you here. But thank you so much for the 10 bits, Vero. I appreciate that. Vera said, eyes are glassing over. They're glossing over? Over! Okay, that would have worried me even more, thinking that maybe you were going to sleep. Okay, let's go. Basilio!
Indeed.
Indeed.
This battle shall decide the future king. Wasn't expecting anything so profound from you.
You want to take this outside, old fella?
Wait, something's coming.
This uncanny Magla. Is this...
It's gonna be Zorba, right? It is! Boss time. Look at those high heels. Bro's got stilettos. He's very self-conscious about his height.
So you've come, but you will go no further.
Oh crap, he's gonna be naked under the cloak, isn't he? Well, not quite naked. He'll have thigh-high fishnet stockings. Other than that, nothing. Whoa! Oh, wow! Wow!
What have you done to yourself?
Did we do this? Is this from when we fought him and he jumped off the building or fell off the building? I can't remember which, and so he did not get through that unscathed. Oh, you know what? That is, wow. Where did he get an eyeball that big? And a pin message just appeared from Queen Katie pinned by Vera, said, slay, parentheses, the prince. Queen Katie, is he still slaying? He's still got high heels, but how are we feeling about this? Also, if you check along here, no underwear. You can see the skin, unless it's like a thong or something, the string is just like up here, but it looks like there's no underwear under that pants.
Ah, of course. This is your first time seeing me like this. Witness how I've ascended to even greater heights.
Oh yeah, here's the thing. Look at this. He's got this big hook here on his character portrait. That's, I guess, this part of this bone. Shouldn't we have been able to see that when he was wearing the cloak? Shouldn't it have been sticking up? Was it sticking up? I feel like it wasn't.
Wonderful, is it not? Lord Luis can take a wretch like me, someone fate condemned, and turn me into a man of power.
Zorba, you... Did you willingly endure Luis's spell? Did you let him twist your form?
Wait, what? Look at the weird way the muscle is like going off the bone. Okay, so this, are we implying that this is the same spell that turned Protag into the giant purple kaiju thing? That he's doing this, but he's just like Zorba wants to become a human monster?
So it's true then. No matter someone's tribe, he can turn them human and make them a monster.
What the hell is worth that? You call this a man of power? Luis turned you into an abomination.
I mean, a photo of him would probably look pretty cool on an album cover.
Call me what you wish.
Wash.
This is the form I desire.
Wow. Okay, I definitely should have used those Magla pills. I don't think we have enough MP for this fight. I hope he runs back into that room way back there and is like, come back here when you're ready.
If Magla is a person's anxiety, why resist it? If you long to be liberated, you need only unleash it. In Lord Luis's world, strength is the ultimate judge of all. Nothing else matters. It's freedom and fairness. We're moments from the dawn of a perfect new world.
And how many sacrifices do you reckon it'll cost?
What does it matter? What world was ever won without sacrifice? No, to be bled on an altar so fair and just, it's a noble and beautiful thing.
Is that supposed to be two hands? Like the skeleton hand is his, but then the muscle is like another hand, like folding its... He's holding hands with himself. That's amazing.
Lord Luis strives to build us a utopia, and I, not you, shall be first to make it my home. You were dealt a winning hand in the game of life. By sheer chance! You have everything I never will. I will not let you soil our new world. You'll die before you ever set foot on liberated ground.
So if how his portrait goes from like...
This power I nurtured under Lord Luis, I will deny you everything!
Love how his character portrait goes from 0 to 100. Like his other face is just like, now his eyes are twitching and bugging out of his skull. Crap, okay, do we have to fight him here? Crap, I should have used those Magla pills. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna have enough MP for this. This is bad. This is bad.
Die. All of you die.
Oh, his hair is thorns
There's no
now.
place for parasites like you in our new world.
Should we do a prediction as to whether I'll be able to defeat this guy on my first try? Twitch chat? Oh, Jax was saying spoilers. Yes, we're getting with yeah, crap. I hope Jax, you might have already wanted to step. Yeah, we're knee deep in spoiler territory here now. You might want to step away, Jax, if you haven't already. But thank you so much for being here. I hate to chase away like our one YouTube viewer for the night. I wish I could figure out why it is that the Ace Attorney Investigations games are doing so much better on YouTube than this game. Let's see, Queen Gator says, salute, I appreciate your support, you the best, Vero. Vero says, adds the quote. And then salutes back and forth between Vero and Queen Katie. Vero says, 1 hour, then I can sleep. Well, I'll try to keep you up by talking about Transformers on Discord afterward, maybe. Oak said, can I please let my son get killed? No, Oak. I gotta scroll down. There was Weedle's raid. And Weedle saying, hello. Oh, just hello. I didn't get accused of anything. Quiggita said, oh, hey, Raiders. I'm sorry for the quote spams, lol. I am archiving things. Weedle said, Rain World. Yes, that was Wendy. Nice. Quiggita says, add quote, why not? Anthropomorphized trees. Weedle says, lurking. Thank you for the lurk, Weedle. Weedle said, so you're doing the spreadsheet. I knew it. I gotta scroll. Quiggita said, hee hee, I'm on a roll right now. Hee hee. And then Quiggita says, great and wonderful news, Sir Logan. We're now up to quote 301 in the archive. Quote 301, does the green and bluebird kiss? Oh no, it's just pecking their armpit from Spirited Justice, November 11th, 2024. So that means, because we're in 660 something, 670 something. Okay, by the way, look at the prediction. The options are 1, yes, first try, nope, 0 belief. So make sure you read before you vote. And Jax over there says, I believe in you, Logan, you can win. Until next time, thank you so much, Jax. I'm gonna try my best. I am not super confident because our MP is low. I should have used all those because like they all do only like 20 magla, but I have a ton of them. I could have just dumped them all into us because like I'm a potion hoarder. Why else would I have these now?
What point is there to a new world if it costs innocent lives to make it?
Where are you even, Stroll? You're not in the party right now.
Save your breath, Stroll. He is beyond reason.
You're one to talk of reason, you imbecile.
Aww.
I'm not here to chat. I'm here to annihilate you.
This is why he fought for Luis so desperately? To become that?
He's got very specific goals. And yeah, so on the side there are 2 arms, one of bone and one of flesh, and they're holding hands. It probably represents, it's a metaphor for his love of Luis. Okay.
Forward.
Well, you know what? Let's try and plunder him. He's a boss. He might have some good loot, or maybe nothing. Let's try and steal something. What do you got there? Energy incense! Huzzah! Okay, let's figure out how to kill this guy. Do we remember what he was weak against last time? I don't. I feel like light should be strong against him because he seems kind of dark.
Flare!
Huh?
Pest screaming from all the way over there. Like that meme I got you back.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not in the fight. Go ahead, you've got this. I'm just going to talk to him. I'm taking a break over here. Having an energy drink. Got to keep the electrolytes up, you know.
Summoner.
Oh, maybe we could try that 999.99 synergy attack that Protag has the next time that he starts up, because it takes up 4 turn icons. So either we gotta wait until Gallica gives us some, or until we're starting out with Protag. And because yeah, it's 99 MP, but I mean, we could totally do that, and then maybe that'd be enough. Okay, so what do we want to try against this guy here? I'm gonna guess Emerald Vortex. That. I mean, it ignores resistances. Ugh, crap, we don't have enough MP to do lots of attacks that strong, though. Yeah, we're gonna run out of MP real quick here. Let's do Wanton Destruction first of all. We're gonna wait and see if he buffs himself up, so if we need to do Peerless Warcry.
Let's hit that new weakness.
Die! Too slow.
You missed Heisme! You lose all your turns, sucker! Ha 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 ha. Oh, hey, you know what we could do? If we skip our turn, we'll have 4 turn icons. Let's try it. Let's use our new special synthesis move. Where was it? Armageddon's Final Sire. Oh, does he use 99 from all of us? It probably does. But that's a lot. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Let's do it. I want to watch this. I'm probably, I'm throwing caution to the wind here. Let's see if we can finish him off. see what this animation is. We're all powering up, bro. And that's all he does. He just holds his arm up. Oh crap! He's still got a lot of hit points. He's still got a lot of hit points. Defense form shift. I guess. Weak against a physical attack? Okay, so do that and conserve your MP because you got like none of it left. Oh, she's dead.
Be careful about direct attacks.
This is a weakness.
Yes.
Okay, at least it was Yufa, so no death counters there. Buff effects have been nullified. Is that what that said? Heat riser.
Through me.
Yufa's down.
Yes.
We gotta help her.
Yufa's dead. Yufa is
They're
dead.
weak to strike attacks. Smash him up.
But he repels them. So we're not gonna do that. Berserker! Let's do a just a regular war cry. Where's the regular war cry? I only have Peerless War Cry now. We're almost out of MP. Yeah, maybe that thing was a bad move. So do we have to wait until he comes out of his little cage there?
For the likes of you.
No, and for the likes of you. Let's have Heismay resurrect Yufa with a Balm of Life. And then when we get to Protag will give somebody some MP healing, I think. I guess.
I'll use this.
Thank you.
I rejoin the
Heismay.
I am meant for his world.
Okay, Magla pills. See, I got like 87 of these. Only got like 9 of those though. I feel like the top priority is going to be getting to Yufa because she uses a lot of magic and she's really low. So let's go ahead and give her like 50 of these. There you go, Yufa.
Thank you.
It's not much, but it's a little bit.
Heat riser. Through me.
Heat riser.
Through me.
We still have some of those amnesty talismans, right? Victory Force. Oh, I thank you, Gallica.
Protect us.
So, does he repel?
I shall do my best.
Here we go.
I mean, was it just a one-time repel thing that he did? Are we able to attack him?
This may be excessive.
I'm gonna risk it. Yufa might die, but it's okay if she dies. Not a death counter.
This is
It repels.
my
We'll
fate.
have to be careful about direct attacks.
How do we? Maybe we. Oh crap! And then he gets to go again.
Open. Quick, we've got to
Okay, so now we can attack him again. Ow!
Yufa's down. We gotta help her.
I think we can do this. I think we can do this. I have a plan. This plan is going to work. It is going to work so well. It's going to work so well. You guys don't even know how well this plan is going to work. We're going to, once again, bring her back to life, fully restore her HP.
Rejoin the fray.
Rejoin the fray. We're going to do some more Magla injection. We're going to do a Magla injection. On Basilio, we're just gonna get around to use another one of those 99 things. And that should be able to finish him off in like one fell swoop. So then if we...
For his world, my new form proves I'm worthy.
Except the problem is... we're not gonna start on Protag next time. Darn it.
It's okay.
Okay.
We can do this.
Okay, thank you, Protag. Thank you for your encouragement. So let's have Protag just is gonna do a Radiance. No, do a Royal Slash, because he's like human type-ish, I guess? Actually, no, hang on. We gotta remove his buffs that he has. Sorry, I'm having to think so much about what I'm doing here. I'd prefer it if I didn't have to think so much. Removes all buff effects on enemies, and he'll probably use up all of his turns to buff himself again, I guess. I should read some of the chat. Wait, what's he doing here? Maybe I should heal at some point. But he misses Heismay. Goes back to us. Oak says, raid suggestion. Thank you very much, Oak, for these raid suggestions. I'm going to copy these over. Actually, we're past the 2.5 hour mark, so now is a great time for anybody to keep an eye out for raid suggestions. Please do look into those. We got a pin message. This is written by Queen Katie, pinned by Vera. Said, by the way, Logan, according to my guide, Zorba is level 74, so after this, you might be good for the final side quest, because that's level 75. I think we're in somewhere in the 70s. So hopefully, yes, I think we'll be good. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that, Queen Katie.
Has no room for the likes of you.
Okay, he's no longer in defense mode, so we should be able to just like smack him here. and conserve Yufa's energy. That's a weakness. That's a weakness.
Not bloody likely.
Do we have another weaknesses? No, we don't. We don't. I gotta think. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was 1, 2, 3. I'm just trying to think. I want to make sure that we end on either Protag or Heismay, so next time we'll be able to do that synthesis attack. So if he goes, then it'll be Heismay, Protag, and then Yufa. So let's conserve our MP, and you're gonna smack. And
why won't you shut up and die?
Because I don't want to. If you pass, then Protag, then I'll take up 1, and then she'll do a weakness pass to him. Okay, so you're gonna pass.
I leave it to you.
Let's stay calm.
Protag is gonna do another one of those royal slashes.
This is it. Still here?
Do some damage. You are going to. Wait, do you no longer have the? Oh, because it was a one-time only weakness because of the thing that Basilio had done. So you need to pass.
After you.
Stay insane.
Then you need to pass.
Not bloody like. I'll hang back.
Actually, you could have smacked. That would have done the same thing. I'm dumb. Then you're gonna do a healing, and then we'll be able to start with Protag next time. We'll do that synthesis attack, and that should finish him off. I got this. I've totally got this, but we're gonna do a healing just to be sure. How much healing? We can probably get away with just 100 to all allies. So let's just do a Great Fairy Dust on everybody.
Best used.
I knew you'd help.
And unless he kills any of us this turn, we should be fine. But
You fools!
What?
You failed to grasp Lord Luis's ideals. You're expendable, the lot of you. Expendable, you hear me?
But I'm sorry, I don't have an expension fetish. It doesn't matter to me.
You're blind as all Lord Luis's enemies.
That was a bad
And
joke.
I'll see every last one of you dead.
I don't think that joke even worked. So Scream gain 4 turn knockout scrap. If he kills one of us, we are screwed. Oh crap! If he has, oh darn it! If he has something like that, we probably won't be able to use synthesis attacks. Darn it! Whoa!
Stay right there.
Crap! This is not good.
I'm inadequate.
Oh, and that's what she says. I'm inadequate. Okay, crap. This is not going well. Whoa!
He's under attack.
And he's in defense form again.
We've got to choose our next move carefully.
You'll pay.
Oh crap! No, don't hit it! Don't hit it! No!
We'll have to be careful about direct attacks.
That's why he enrages us.
Through me.
Okay, so there's one on the Mantis death counter.
Hey, wake up! We're still in a fight here.
Yeah, I know. Let's bring him back to. Wait. Do I have anything that brings people back to life? Like the Harvest God revives any allies from KO and restores all to full 8. Except that uses a lot of MP. I'm gonna guess we can use another one of those Magla things for her. Okay, let's do that. Then that'll at least heal everybody. Oh boy.
I must do something.
So Queen Katie wasn't here to see that, right? Queen Katie probably stepped away to get more wafers. I'm gonna hope that is what happened. Queen Katie says, yeah, Vera was a huge help. Lol, they were a llama in the spreadsheet. Vera says, slay. Queen Katie says, slay the prince. Vera said, that's ... and aesthetic. Queen Katie, oh crap, a pin message, Mantis death counter 6. It could be worse. Okay, we are going to give Yufa another one of those. Where was it? A Magla injections. And then that should be enough to make sure that she'll have sufficient Magla.
Enemies
of Lord Luis.
I need.
We're just gonna go back here and we are going to have everybody guard. Actually, wait. No. We gotta use one of those amnesty talismans again because he's buffing himself up. Where is it? Amnesty talisman.
I'll use this.
That'll remove your buffs, bro. Heat riser.
Through me.
Heat riser.
Through me.
Okay, so let's just go into the back row here. And we're gonna have, most people are gonna guard, I think.
Guard up.
Guard up. You're gonna guard up.
Now is the time to defend.
You're gonna go in the back row. You're not gonna guard. You're gonna use another amnesty talisman because you are a hearty fellow. And we're just gonna keep doing this until he goes out of defense mode. And just have everybody guard. Yeah, there we are. I think we're good. Oh, there, okay, he's back! So as long as we survive this round and nobody gets a status ailment, I think if we're guarding, then he can't give us those, right? Then we should be fine. We'll be able to use that synthesis attack, and we should be able to kill him again. Come on. Yeah, you can't do that. I'm guarding. I'm holding my sword like that. I can't get madness when I have a sword. There we go. This should be able to finish him off. Armageddon's final sire. Twice in one. You know what, bro, Zorba, you should be flattered. It took me twice using my ultimate attack to kill you.
Power.
And this should do it, right?
How's that?
Unless he has some bullcrap thing where he survives with like 1 HP and like powers back up for second phase. Hey, we did it! And we only died once.
Not again! Lord Louis!
We'll wait to award the points from the prediction though, because just in case he like does human out even worse than this, and maybe we might still be fighting him. I'm not sure. Result. Well, we got health incense. Thank you.
How's that?
And a whole bunch of loaves of light. 7 of them.
Feels like I'm making progress.
Hey, good for you, bro. Let's see. Quiggin said, did he fuse with a human? He fused with a human! How did I not see the spoiler when I looked up Zorba by mistake? I did not see this image when I was spoiled.
Why does this world keep rejecting me?
Hey, bro. Maybe Luis just isn't into you in the same way that you're into him. Maybe you could stop going after him and you could be our friend. Or, if you look, there is a hole in the wall. You could do the same thing you did before and jump off and die. I mean, it's kind of over dramatic, and it's kind of, played out if you did before, but I mean, it's there. It's there. You can run and jump if you want. I will not stop you.
How could you push your body this far?
Well, and that's what they said when you're training, you're supposed to push your body to muscle failure, yeah?
Your deeds bespeak a heart of incredible loyalty, Zorba. Tis a tragedy that you have pledged it to the wrong man.
You're the ones who've got it wrong. This world doesn't have much longer. I know you feel it too, deep down, don't you? Nobody has any choice in how they'll live their lives. They don't even realize it should be their decision. You can't change that world without destroying it. The only man willing to fight for a better world is Lord Luis. Why can't you see that?
We're fighting for a better world. Be our friend. Basilio's our friend. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat, though. Quigita said, I regret researching it. I saw something worse. Oak says, naked Zorba. Quigita said, Logan, get ready, I guess. Vera said, oh, yikes. Vera said, I'm bracing myself. Oak said, if it is naked Zorba, can you send it to me for no reason? Vera said, the muscle looks like it's holding the bones. How did you predict what I was writing mid-writing it? Quigita said, keyboard slam. Magic, Logan. Little does Logan know about 0 to 100, lol. Vera said, Meduka core. Quigita said, this is what I just got spoiled on now, lol. The authority hair and mega arm. Oak says, bet 69 points on yes. Quicken said, I was not blind this time. Vera said, I bet 1k points, so your points won't go to the void. Vera says, I say I'll go to bed, but I prepared a book to read after a stream. Quicken said, what book? Vera said, I'm gonna read Sherlock Holmes books for Great Ace Attorney. My friend insisted. Which one are you starting with, by the way? I've like had audiobooks of some of them. Vera said, it's my first time reading them. Just so you know, the very first Sherlock Holmes book, Study in Scarlet, he's only in half of it. He's only in like the first half of the book. It's like, yeah. Anyway, let's keep going with this.
I get it now.
Nope. He's standing up, he's getting ready to run and jump.
Zorba, you're the only one who understood everything Luis wanted and fought for it anyway.
I don't care.
See, he's backing up. He's gonna do it again.
Stone. Lord Luis can build his world on my corpse. A world of beautiful equality, where only the chosen may live.
But the thing is, last time he jumped off of a building, he came back. So we know this isn't permanent, so we probably should stop him from jumping. I did. Bye for now. Slow motion. I'm falling, but I'll be back later. It's what I do. See ya soon. I'm gonna have 2 crazy arms next time.
There was naught to be done. He chose his path.
Are we seriously believing he died this time? This is the same way he died before. Except is this time, is he falling off the floating island, so he's falling from a much greater height?
Tell and I never knew how to deal with him. Always gloomy and moping about. Then he'd burst with this sudden anger, shouting and lashing out like. Thinking back on it now, Makes me wonder if the outbursts were all cries for help.
Thinking back about it now, seems like it was a red flag, wasn't it? Oh well, he's dead, I assume.
Was it really Luis who did this to Zorba? Oh. ...
We can't waver now. I'll not deny, Luis's words ring true in some ways. But he turned Zorba into a monster, and not with words alone.
We keep returning to this idea that, like, is it really Luis who's doing this? And they've done it so many times that it feels like maybe Luis isn't the cause of all this stuff. And... because, like, and that would kind of match with everything we've seen so far. Luis wasn't really the one who cursed the prince. He's still awful, but maybe he's just, like, coincidentally awful while just this stuff is happening.
However badly Zorba wished for it, if Luis really cared to protect him, would he have pushed him to such horrors? It's all a fallacy in the end.
Oh, and by the way, we are like 10 minutes away from the 3-hour mark, so last call for raid suggestions.
A fallacy, eh? You suppose all that business about equality is just a smokescreen? His ambitions are just dead selfish? I don't know if I buy it myself. Would Luis tell such a shallow lie?
Of course it's a lie. There may be more to it. There's obviously more to it. Come on.
There might be something else to this.
But Zorba never turned against him, in deed or in heart. And he still twisted him like that. It wasn't for his protection.
Speaking of which, he mentioned something curious at the end. He spoke of a new world of beautiful equality, where only the chosen may live.
Humans?
In other words, only those who obey will survive. That's the deal Luis has been spouting since the start.
I get the feeling that's too simple. Remember Rella's vision? A land full of feral humans, with people either running or going mad. I just doubt we can take Luis's speeches at face value. If his true intentions were as simple as that, Rella wouldn't have left us with that image.
You think Luis still has a real purpose we're not aware of?
No point in pondering it here. We're bound to find him eventually, so we can question him then.
The last statue is close by as well. Let us move onward, that we may do what must be done.
Can I double back first and save the Magla Hollow, you guys? I feel like I need to go save the game really quickly here.
Time to go!
I can sense the presence of a king's servant nearby. This is the final one. Shall we go?
Is there gonna be another boss before that? Hang on, back this way, guys. Back this way. We gotta return to the save point. We gotta save.
Hey!
There's no time for a retreat. We gotta destroy the king's servant!
I need to save Calica. I love you, but why? Why are you making me do this? We have 10 minutes until the 3-hour mark. Less than that, unless maybe there's a Magla Hollow up here. Maybe I should just trust my wife to tell me if there is a save point. Please be a save point. Please be a save point. I don't see a save point. I don't see a save point. Crap, we're going overtime tonight. Because this is going to be a long cutscene. I can just sense it. I can sense this is going to be a long cutscene. Oh boy. This is the last statue, right? Yup. See, Quiggy says, "Oh, nice. I myself read Macbeth the other day for one very exact reference into Great Ace Attorney. Very wonderful read." Vera said, "Nice. Yufa, war cry is all the way down there. Logan!" Vera said, "I like that one. Mr. White in the car clip." Quiggy said, "Logan is so lucky Yufa doesn't have a counter." Vera said, "Yufa might be getting used as the repel breaker." Quiggy said, "Please pin." Oh, that was pinned earlier. Crystal says, "I fell asleep." Wow, wake! Welcome to back to the land of awake people. Crystal, how you do feel rested? Queen said raid suggestion. Okay, let me copy this raid suggestion down as well. Over into my text file, because again, like I said, last call for raid suggestion said, finally another AAI2 streamer besides Logan. Oh, and they're in case 3. Okay, so that's good. And Crystal with some raid suggestions as well. In fact, I'll copy those over in a minute here. Let me get back to the game, then I'll copy those over next. This is the last statue, right? Yes, 'tis the last of the king's servants. Once this one falls, that should snuff out the root of this chaos.
But
what's with these dragon statues anyway? Why would the royal palace be full of monuments made to drain away the people's sanity?
That may not be their intended use. Indeed, Luis may have twisted them for his own ends.
Even so.
All that matters is they play a part in his plan, and they must. Otherwise, he'd not have left abominations to guard each one. If he saw fit to protect these devices, then they're bound to be serving his aims somehow.
What?
His aims are these statues attuned to the royal magic?
An answer best heard from Luis with a sword at his throat. Destroying the statue comes first for now.
I suppose.
True enough, Mantis planes destroy it. So we're gonna see either Altabury or Grand Trad. I'm gonna guess Altabury. But let's find out. Ooh, that was like dramatic. Showing me face on first. Oh, just the crystal. For some reason, I thought the whole statue broke when we did that.
Hopefully this will calm the capital down.
Hey, voices! I hear them again.
Hey, 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 hey. This one's dead loud. It's coming from the royal capital. Okay, apparently we don't care about Altabury. Altabury can just rot for all. I'll read some more, and I'll copy those raid suggestions over, actually. Actually, no, because I can't scroll in the chat while this loading screen is up. Queen Katie said, captions, but I'm sorry, I don't have an expansion fetish. I was trying to make a joke about people who are into expansion, but he's doing, I can't even remember what Zorba was saying. The joke didn't work. It didn't play. Vera said, Gojo Satoru Core. I'm used to say Satoru Gojo. It's Gojo Satoru Core. Queen Katie said, did Zorba, oh, he splatted. Oh.
Something just fell out of the sky.
Someone just fell out of the sky. That is a lot of blood for one dude. Was he like retaining a lot of water weight, but it was blood weight? Maybe he just drank a lot of grape juice or something and just kind of popped out of him like a water balloon?
Whoa! It looks like a dead human.
Yeah, okay.
It's not a human. A person? But the body fell from the royal palace. What's going on?
I love how all the other places are about, oh, anxiety. This was like, dude, that guy just died.
I know this face. Isn't this the mage who was wreaking havoc at the cathedral months ago?
No. Couldn't be. If that's the man who was working for Luis, he'd be long dead.
Yeah, I saw him fall like this months ago.
Wait. Has he been alive this whole time? Was he turned into a monster?
Is this easy?
I told you, didn't I?
Batlin!
It's just like what happened to the prince. Luis is behind the whole thing.
Hey, Batlin is saving the day. He's turning everybody to our side. Okay, now I can copy over some of those raid suggestions that Crystal was posting before. So thank you very much, Crystal, for these raid suggestions. And Quick 80 said, did Zorba just make Yufa angry, then instantly made her depressed in the same turn? He did, and thank goodness he did, because if she was angry, then she would have done a physical attack. It's one of those type of things where I think there was a monster on one of the levels of Tartarus. Oh, crap. Accidentally. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I thought I accidentally closed out of the chat window there when I was copying that over. But wasn't there like a monster on one of the floors of Tartarus? I think that was how we died at one point, where it is like reflects all physical attacks and then enrages like the entire party, and so that's what he was doing. So that's why Protag died. It was so sad. But so yeah, that's the one time we can say thank goodness girl was just depressed. Vera said Protag death. Crystal says, Katie, you guys don't waste any time, do you? Oak said, I'm playing Super Hot and it's so good, but low-key I do not care about the story. I just want to play the game. Wait, does Super Hot have a story? I played that once off of a friend's Steam, and it seemed like a lot of fun. Quigita said Mantis death counter 6. Vera said, I'm gonna read the first one if I have the brain power for it. Honestly, you might want to just get one of the books of short stories, because the first one, as I said, is long, and he's not even in the second act, really. The second half is basically just a flashback for the motivations of why the murderer did the things that did the murders. So, but I mean, maybe you'll like it. Quigita said, I wonder if there's any Zorba/Luis ship fix. Oh, I'm sure there are. Crystal says, beautiful equality equals extinction. Gotta be, to Queen Katie. Beer said, Zorba reminds me of Transformers animated Shockwave. Sorry, the worm in my brain's been nagging me for a while. I had to say, I can see that, to be totally honest. He's even got like the eyeball on his yes, Vero! Queen Katie said 17 works apparently in AO3. Only 17? Also 168 works on AO3 for Protag X Stroll. You hear that, Noobly? Your people are out there. Vera said, to be fair, if it seems like it could have power imbalance and toxicity, which most people try to avoid. Said, that's it. It seems too low. Quickita said, to be fair, I have a few filters on. Vera said, off air. Quickita said, mostly sex turned off, lol. So the number is much lower. Huh?
Not even appearance-wise, but personality-wise low-key.
Honestly, it's kind of both. I mean, animated Shockwave has kind of claw hands. Shockwave traditionally has only one arm, so you can line up with that, although animated Shockwave, of course, has two. He's got kind of the two horns. Zorba's got the one horn. Again, the eye, but also the ability to have a face. You can say that's like strong arms face down here, and then the eyeball. So there's like appearance stuff, but also, yeah, personality. I approve of it, like on multiple levels. Oak says, Unlurk, tasks completed. Congratulations, Oak. Let's hear what Batlin has to say. Oh, and we should be able to award the points for the prediction now, by the way, because I think it's pretty safe to say he's dead. He is dead. We defeated him on the first go. Actually, do I need to do it? Because I see numbers next to Vera's name, so Vera might have voted in it. So let me go ahead. I'll do that real quick. Gonna award some points in the prediction. So we're gonna choose the outcome. Yes, first try. Complete prediction. There we are. And we'll see who the points get awarded to. Prediction result is yes, first try. And who won? Who believed in me? 9.9K go to Oak and Queen Katie Bat. Congratulations. All right, so there we go. Battling save of the day.
Finally ready to talk, are we?
Like the
Listen
stomp
up,
with his
good
leg he did.
people. Luis has lied to all of you.
So then, all that about the fake prince being a monster, that was a lie? He's truly His Highness?
I mean, I do like that Batlin's doing this, but I feel like that's got to be... I don't know what the rules are for town criers, but I would imagine they probably have to have some semblance of impartiality, so he might be throwing away his career for this.
But still, as long as we obey, Count Luis will protect us.
Oh, come off it. You can't just take Luis at his word, people. This Zorba, the man who just crashed down, was one of the Count's most loyal men.
So that also means Luis just lost a voter. We automatically went up a little bit. Maybe we should just kill more of his voters, and then we will win that way.
This was Luis's doing. If that's the case, even if we obey, we don't know what he'll do to us.
This is what I've been telling you. Luis isn't wiping out these monsters. He's bloody well mass-producing them. There's even evidence he's giving them orders to attack. Look, we're talking about a man who's openly declared he'll execute anyone he feels like, even average citizens, if they don't fall in line. Is that the king you want?
Well, it'd be really cool because with the angle of this, the fact that we have the King's Rock, whatever we call it, in the background here, showing Luis's face, if it like suddenly shifts and gets smaller and smaller as they're talking, that'd be really cool. I doubt that they'll do that. It'll probably just cut to a different angle or something.
No,
yep,
lies.
dang it.
I don't believe you. Count Luis is our savior. He's supposed to save the world.
Is nobody gonna clean up the body? That blood is gonna stain. You gotta wash it quickly.
But what if he turns us all into monsters?
About time. Is this the moment the royal capital wakes up to the truth?
I hope so, Batlin. You're awesome. What?
Is that?
Oh, it's the council people.
Well.
It's the wait, except the robot guy. There was the one guy in the suit of armor, but it's the other three from the council.
What's the situation? Have we even the slightest hope of defeating Luis?
Oh, are they even gonna be on our side now?
Been a long time, my lord. You've always had a keen eye for reading the situation. Well, the winds are changing. Now, it's just a matter of what you choose to believe in.
Prince of Oceania. He's very old for a prince.
Can you smell it?
The blood on the guy?
There's change in the air.
Oh, the change. Yeah, he needs to be changed. Because when you die,
Things
you
are finally getting interesting.
If you're into that, I guess. All right, I gotta read some more in the chat.
Whose voice is just now?
Quigata says valid. Excuse me, Vera says valid.
The others, wasn't it? They all sounded startled to see Zorba's corpse.
So I forgot this is voiced. Vera says valid. Quigata said, oh yeah, prediction now. Oak said to Queen Katie, oh, that's gotta be like 90% of them then. There's definitely 4 million fix if you included sex. Vera says, oh, I can't conclude it because I participated. Whoops, Queen Gator said, lol mood. Oak with a raid suggestion. Vero, they're live writing a better Transformers movie than Michael Bay right now. Vera, if you go live, we will raid you. Vera said, I wish I was a writer laughing. Queen Gator says, same, crying emote. Oak says, you're better than Michael Bay already. Vera said, that's a low bar though. Vera says, he is dead. Wow. Queen Gator said, wow, that confirms it. Are you happy, Logan, for officially killing another purple man? You know what? I feel like he did that. I feel like you should actually, come to think of it, both purple men were died not because of me. The one because he was constrained by the king's magic because he tried to kill me. I didn't do that. It was the king. And then this guy jumped. So yeah, I have killed 0 purple men, but purple men have killed themselves. Queequeg said, by the way, because the Elder said months ago this entire game started in June in universe. Yeah, and it's October now. Queequeg said, wild time, am I right? Oak says, yeah, Superhot has a story about the game glitching and the player being a puppet of the creators or something. I'm sure it's very profound, but I do not care. I just want to shoot red polygon men in slow motion. Yeah, I thought the game seemed cool even without knowing there was a story. I feel like maybe the story's a bonus, but kind of unnecessary.
All right, those voices just now, that was Batlin and the others, wasn't it? They all sounded startled to see Zorba's corpse.
Finally, a reasonable reaction. Seems we've destroyed all the statues then. That should help get people back on our side, don't you think?
Indeed. The sight of Zorba must have finally gotten it through their heads. All Luis has to offer them is insanity.
There better be a save point. If there's not a save point, then we're gonna be stuck in like an hour-long cutscene after this, confronting Luis. It seems as though the people have returned to their senses. Okay, let's see if I get boosted back up to 2nd place like I was before, or maybe we'll even pass Luis and be in 1st place. From 4th to... okay. All right, 2nd, that's still good, that's still good.
So, none of the king's servants remain.
Then our people are at last sound of mind. Your vile magic will deceive them no more.
Oh, pin message from Queen Katie said, don't worry, Logan, I checked guide. There is a save point like right before it's thrown. Oh, thank goodness. Thank you, Queen Katie, because we're already like a few minutes past the 3-hour mark. So thank you. Thank you, Queen Katie.
My magic? I deceived no one.
The question is whether he knew about this magic deceiving people and he just allowed it, or if he was genuinely just kind of dumb and didn't know.
What do you mean? You were responsible for all this chaos, weren't you?
In any case, there can be no more doubt. Your support and mine have finally reached parity. You've come quite a way in the short time since the day of your despair. Commendable in all honesty. A marvel indeed. Perhaps I can no longer afford such indulgence. So be it. Come to the throne. With the power of the royal scepter in my hands, I will give you what you deserve.
Oh, I hope it's candy.
I have the royal scepter.
I deserve candy.
Surely you haven't.
Do you guys deserve candy?
And as we may now speak plain, I will tell you the truth of both the royal scepter and this very country.
We're finally gonna find out whose ribcage and spinal cord that is?
I'll be waiting.
His voice has fallen silent.
Wait, so Luis got his hands on the royal scepter. This is bad, extremely bad.
Even should we win the majority vote, it won't matter who the new king is. Luis alone would have the power to doom the entire nation.
We've just got to get it back. He wants a face-to-face showdown? Well, we'll give him one.
Not our heads! Yes, not our heads! That is an exclamation point for a cutscene. Veer said, I see it. I'm convinced he got my psychic message. Thank you, Logan. Okay, so we're back at it. We cannot allow him to use the royal scepter. Make haste to the throne. Can I go back this way? Will the game let me go back to the Magla Hollow?
Just a sec.
Hey, Luis got his hands on the royal scepter. You know, we can't go back. We have to stop him.
Okay. Queen Katie says it's gonna be a save point. If not a Magla Hollow, maybe at least one of those Mirage cat things. Luis was acting so confident because he already had the royal scepter.
No.
But I don't think that's the only reason. He knows something, some powerful secret.
No.
We must prevent whatever he has planned. If he uses the royal scepter, it'll be the end. Oh, there's the save point. Oh, it's the Clamar horns! Some familiar-looking horns have fallen. Aren't these? Those belong to Luis. That would mean...
Luis.
He's actually an elder. He has no further need to conceal his identity, which means he's revealing his true power. We have to stop him.
Let's hurry.
I can look at them. Some familiar-looking horns have fallen. It looks like they're the ones Luis tossed away. I mean, I guess that shows that we really paid a lot of attention to him, that you can recognize his horns. I feel like if like somebody's fingernails fell on the ground, I wouldn't recognize the person by fingernails. I feel like horns are just the fingernails of the head. All right, yes, save! Yes, save the game. Oh, please, yes, save the game. Oh my gosh. Quick said, yay, 2K points. Batlin! Oak said, I got 7K, which doesn't mean much. I put in 6.9K. It's a little bit. Oak says, okay, technically got 7.7, so it's like 800-ish points. Quick said, Logan, I have bad news. Zorba was, in fact, the final boss for this dungeon before Luis. The bad news, my guide says you literally cannot go back to town after that. You have officially stuck for the Luis battle. The guide says, and I quote, on that note, no need to have reservations going to this duel. This is your real last battle in the dungeon. No matter what you do beyond this point, you can't go back to town or anything. Okay, so I should probably use up all of those Magla pills before next time. I'll do that off stream, so you don't have to see that. Oak says, the main annoying thing with the story is Super Hot is that the cutscenes are very intrusive and not skippable. Quiggy said, don't worry, I checked the guide. There is a save point. Yeah, so we're going to be doing this final boss scene, final boss fight next time. I'm excited. Veer says, okay, good. We will finish this next time, y'all. Quiggy said, heck yeah. Oh, snap. If my math is right, we might finish the game on the 1st of July. Like right before my birthday? Wow. Quicket said, what better birthday gift for Logan than beating a long game? No, I think like $18,000 would be a better birthday gift. Honestly, than beating a long game. But this is a close second. Close second. Oak says, add code, I deserve candy. Veer says, add code, I deserve candy. Oak says, okay, Vero, if you won't let me edit the quote, get rid of the disclaimer. Can we at least edit to say he's fighting a boss baby? For quote number 398. I think that's fine. Vera said, we can get 2 bad endings next stream, I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's great then. Okay. You guys have to like make sure you're here bright and early to help me find the bad endings, unless they're like obvious. I'll keep, so 2 of them. Let's try and get bad endings. Thank you. And Vera said, Logan got to be the one editing that compromise. Yes, I will allow that. Oak says, Logan is an acceptable compromise. What's the number? 398. I'll edit that. So what am I supposed to say? Fighting a boss baby. Quicky said, thank you for the very, we're almost done stream. Salute.
Would you accept $19,000? I don't have 18,000, but I have 19,000.
Yes, I would accept it. Yes, Venmo it, Cash App, whatever you. Yeah, yes, please, 19,000. Yes, I that is a handshake, contractual obligation, a verbal contract. Yes, please, yes, that. I need the money. I need it. Oh, thank you for the 10 bits. Okay, I appreciate that. Quicket said, thank you for the very, we're almost done. Salute to Zorba stream. See y'all next time for finishing K's really cool green holograms. Pierre said, thank you for the very do a flip stream. And there we go. 3 hours, 11 minutes, and 23 seconds. I caught up to chat for the first time of the night. Yeah. Oh, and we even have a new lurker over on YouTube after Jax left earlier. Okay, so for anyone who is lurking, let me give you the rundown of the channel now, because we are toward the end of the stream. So we stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. We are currently alternating between this game, Metaphor ReFantazio, and Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit. So that means tomorrow is a Saturday, no stream. Sunday is going to be Ace Attorney. Next week's going to be weird, though. I'll post an official update on Discord on Monday, but you got to keep in mind, next week, my birthday is on Thursday. So that stream is going to be canceled so that I can do family stuff. And then Friday is going to be the 4th of July. So I'll be like attending fireworks type of stuff. So that means next week, there's only going to be 2 streams. I'll post stuff on Discord about, like I said, updates or anything like that, but just be aware of all of that stuff. So I'm checking out the raid suggestions we have. Looks like the one with the fewest number of viewers is playing Me Side. That's a game that I would really like to play. I'm probably gonna have to duck out of it pretty quickly because it looks like it is probably spoilers. But just in case our new lurker on YouTube is even still there, but just wants to see it perhaps, I am copying and pasting over there a link tree that has all of our social media links. That includes my Discord invite. Feel free to make use of it or ignore it. Discord's not for everybody. TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, all the good stuff. So yeah, check that out if you want. But let's go ahead and this Me Side looks like it's actually probably toward the end of the game. So we're going to do the other one instead. I don't want to accidentally get spoiled. The other one, although it has slightly more viewers, is playing A Date with Death instead. I'm guessing that has got to be a dating sim. So let's go ahead and initiate that raid. Looks like we have the raid message in chat already, so I'll be able to copy that over to my clipboard. There we are. I'll read the few comments that were coming in there. Let's see. Oak tries to edit the quote. Oak says, okay, I'm sorry, Logan, I was lying. I do not have $19,000. No! But Oak, I already promised all of the people that I owe money to in just when you weren't looking. Oak says I can give you negative $2,819. No, I don't want negative dollars. Vero edits the quote, says fine. Oak said thank you for the very presidential stream. It made me smile. Oak said good night, everyone. Love y'all. Bach! Oh, I didn't know you were lurking there, Bach. Hi. Bach says bye. Hi and bye. Bach, good to see you. Quicken said who date with death. I played that a tiny bit. It's cute. Vero said I got to do the regular raid message. Boo. Oh yeah, because it can't do the Transformers. Wait. The one without Optimus Prime. I'm sorry, but yes, thank you all for hanging out with me. I know that this was a bit of a different stream than usual because it was mostly dungeon crawl and fighting stuff, and so I feel like we mostly like to do cutscenes and goof around with that. So thank you for being here despite that. Again, I love and appreciate you all. Have a great Saturday. We're going to see you on Sunday for Ace Attorney Investigations. And then next week it will be a bit abbreviated because my birthday and 4th of July and all that stuff, but I'm still looking forward to hanging out with all of you. You guys are a phenomenal community. You're the best I could ever better than I could ever hope for. Love and appreciate you all. You're amazing. Enjoy the raid. Bye, everybody. Bye. 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 And for those watching the VOD or over on YouTube, good night as well.